Good morning, friends. Morning, we're back. Sorry, I'm a little late. Oh, we're here. We're here.
How many years have
I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy XIV today. Hopefully do some Eden, do some fishing, maybe do a treasure map or two if Zaria and her friend are available. We'll see how that goes. Happy Thursday to everybody. We're gone yesterday. Had a medical appointment, so I gotta get that taken care of. The rest of the week will all be Final Fantasy XIV with the exception of Sunday. There won't be a stream then because we have our first playoff game, so that's a pretty big deal. Eat it indeed, Xenos.
New high score.
What is high
I like how you commented before you got the
New high
first.
score, is that bad?
Morning, Indy. How are
What
we?
does that mean? Should I break it?
How are we? Hopefully good. It was important. It was that important to get it out. It's true. Xenos should always eat it. Xenos sucks. How are you doing? How's Coda? Coda. She's doing fine. We're doing alright. A little tired. But who isn't, you know? Who isn't tired? Coda did not like being left alone yesterday when I went to my appointment. She was not a fan of that in the slightest. She was a little moody last night, but she's fine. She's fine. Does she create havoc at home to show this? No, she really just like sulks. She like hides under the bed for extended periods of time. And then, yeah, pretty much what it is. She has her ways of showing her displeasure. That's nice of her, yeah. She likes to be under the bed. That's her like safe place. So yeah, that's what she does, is she just like huddles in her safe space until she's finally feeling comfortable. Lexi busted into a box of Lucky Charms to show her happiness with my parents' last day out. Wow, nice. I mean, sounds like she was really just celebrating, like, or enjoying the last day of freedom, you know? I don't blame her. Lucky Charms are pretty good. No, I do have to I have to kennel Coda when I leave the house, or she will like freak out. She will freak out. I did get to start Hades 2 yesterday. That was a good thing, other than my medical appointment and everything. Hades 2 is great. Already pretty solid. So that was fun. Got released on Game Pass. There's another one that came out on Game Pass 2. Returner or something like that. I really want to get into that soon as well. What it's called. Free something. See if I can figure it out. Hold on. That didn't work. Please. Oh. There we go. Replaced. Replaced is the other one. And then there was another game called The Thaumaturge. I downloaded all of them. I'm excited to get into them a little bit as we go on. Be fun. But I'm hearing good things about Replaced. Hades 2 has been out for a while, but it finally came onto Game Pass, so giving that a try. Oh man, so excited for Replaced. It's been in development for years and years and years. Team got impacted pretty heavily by the war in Ukraine. Did it? That makes me even more excited to play it. Not because of the war in Ukraine, but because hopefully, you know, it's drawing attention to those developers in that area. You guys see her? This is what I deal with. Look at her. She's just staring at me. She's like, look, I know you're talking again and you're not talking to me, so you're perfectly fine. Absolutely not. We just did this. The talking trick didn't work. Okay, go lay down. You're fine. Baby. Okay, if you're wondering why we're back in the Red Sea, it's because Andy and I did... Well, we did the... Well, we did the twinning, and then we also did the Four Lords. We finished that quest up, so that's why we're like in the middle of, well, where we are. But we still have Eden to do. I don't remember where it is, if I'm being honest. I don't remember how to get there. Toggle floor, I think. What is this? Is that the quest that I'm doing? Maybe. It's down here, right? It's like, I think I'm supposed to go talk to somebody down there. I don't know if I already have. Yep, that's it down here. Yeah. I'm guessing I just haven't accepted that quest yet. I don't think there's anything else I really need to do. Focusing on Eden right now is probably in the best, or probably for the best. It really does stink that Eden isn't part of the Mogtome event, because the queues are probably going to be considerably longer now that the Mogtome event is going on. There is probably... We'll see how long the queues are. I can always hop on over to another world. Or we might just do story stuff today and try to do Eden on the weekend, like Saturday instead. That way, you know, more people are on at least. I don't know. I'll have to see. Okay. So, I forget honestly what's going on with Eden. Hold on. That thing out there is Eden. It was in the ground before. We've discovered it's like the source of this. It's like it can manipulate ether, right? That's what it does. It's like a big old ether conductor. It can change all kinds of stuff. So Reen thought she could interface with it because it looks like a big old machina kind of thing. But we're trying to bring back, I guess, other elements, other etherical elements to the waste, or what do they call it? Not the waste. This place, the nowhere, the nothing, the sand, this gross stuff out here. And we fought, who have we fought? We fought Leviathan first to bring in water, I think. And then we fought Titan to bring in like dirt and stuff. And then the last one we fought was Ifrit and Garuda at the same time to bring in like life, right? And I think ice was work. No, we haven't fought ice yet, I don't think. I don't remember. I don't think we have though. So right now the big ether crystal looks like a delicious piece of candy, like a Jolly Rancher. But that's what we're doing. Also, we have this goth lady right here, this emo woman. Her name's Gaia. She's like the antithesis to Reen. Whereas Reen is supposed to be the Oracle of Light, we're assuming that Gaia is the Oracle of Darkness. She's a little bit moody. She has no memories. She was like trapped inside Gaia, we think. We don't entirely know what was going on with that. When we entered Gaia the first time, or I keep saying Gaia. Is that her name? Eden. I don't know why her name's Gaia. Sorry. When we entered Eden the first time, we had to fight Gaia, who was like being controlled or was controlling some weird Eden-like device. And so she's claimed that she's lost some of her memories. I guess we're gonna believe her, but she's a little bit grumpy. But she doesn't like Oriange, so I like her. That's pretty much how it goes. We're Team Gaia for sure. I think that's about it. That about sums up everything. It's been like 3 weeks since I played any of this, so forgive me if I don't remember all the details, but I think that about sums it up well enough for the time being. We definitely need to do... Is this the new Mogtome? Is that... Aphorism, yeah. So I have 50 more Mogtomes. That's good. We might take breaks every other hour to do some fishing while we're here, but we'll see. We'll see. I wish I could fish and... I mean, I could fish, but I wish I could do everything at once. But I can't queue and be in different queues all at the same time, which makes sense, I suppose. Yeah. I guess that's it. Let's see what we're doing. Thancred is looking particularly chipper despite the heavy rainfall. We took down Rama before Raktapaxa. That's right. I did forget about Ramu. While this downpour is precisely the result we were looking for, the novelty of standing outside in the rain does wear off rather quickly. Not to mention, Guy is looking a bit under the weather. Let's continue this conversation in Eden's core. Okay, we're just gonna zip on over there. Deal. I don't know why it's so hot in here. Yes, proceed to Eden's core, please. All right, fan turned up. But we are about the halfway point. I think we are almost exactly at the halfway point. Ere we set forth to restore the elements of ice, I would discuss the manner in which the summoning shall be undertaken, or at least halfway through all the fights, if I recall. We did... Eden's verse is what we're working on right now. We fought Ramu, we fought Garuda, Ifrit, and Raktapaxa. Then now we should be moving on to the Iconoclasm and the Refulgence. Whatever, Refulgence? I don't even know what word that is. I think they made that up. I'm kidding, but anyway. But those are the two we're working on at the moment. Ere we set forth to restore the element of ice, I would discuss the manner in which the summoning shall be undertaken. Just tell me one thing. Is this going to bring the empty back? Empty, not the waste, the empty. Back to the way it was before the flood? I think that's the idea, right? While none can say for certain, the change we have observed at points of ethereal intersection doth give us cause for optimism. Hey, Lucio. We're doing all right. How are you? How are you? It may be reasonably assumed that the empty shall continue to transform and in the decades to come regain a semblance of its former state. Good. Good. Thanks for putting on the watch party for the documentary the other night. That was fun. Decades? Yes, decades. I don't think you quite grasped the sheer scale of the damage left in the wake of the flood. I would have swallowed the entire world if Benphilia hadn't stopped it. Even if Reen has inherited her blessing, wounds like that don't heal overnight. After all, the empty has been utterly devoid of life for 100 years. What have you been up to? What's been on the list? I haven't seen you streaming as much, I don't think. And it might take even longer than that to bring life back, or at least not as much as you usually have been. I don't expect immediate results, but I do know that it will stay like this forever unless we do something about it. It's true. My sentiments precisely. Once the final element is restored, shall we have a glimpse of the future that awaiteth those of generations yet to come. Hey, Dan. How's it going? We're doing all right here. Can't complain too much. Trying to get through some stuff. How's Xenoblade Chronicles 3? You do all this for a world you may not live long enough to see, while here I am, so absorbed in my own problems that I spare barely a thought for anyone besides myself. Wow, Gaia, are we having some personal development? That's kind of cool. Doing good. I'm at the final area. Okay, nice. Anthony! Morning, friend. How are you? For so long, I've listened to that voice telling me what to do, who what to be. I was so scared of what might happen if I disobeyed, but I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be me. Gucci. Nice. Gucci. Isn't that a fun... Isn't that... What would you even call that? A word swap? Like word association? Right? Gucci doesn't really mean good or anything. It's a brand, but when you say you're Gucci, it means you're good. Like you're high quality. You're doing good. What are other ones? My son likes to say he's doing Gouda. Gouda, like cheese. That seems like a fun thing to say. Gouda. Cheese, I mean, Gouda cheese is pretty good. Who am I? What am I? Perhaps it's better if I never found out. If Reen's the Oracle of Light, here to mend this broken world, what does that make me? Friend, I mean, we're the warrior of darkness in this world. Like, you could be the Oracle of Darkness. It's perfectly fine. How are they doing? Are they enjoying baseball this season? Is your youngest still in T-ball, or have they both gone up to like coach's pitch? Ready for my dad joke of the day? I am ready. Gaia, the Oracle of Darkness, bringer of misery and death, the monster. It's no wonder they left me. Mother, father, and next it'll be all of you. Then I'll be back where I started, where I've always been, alone. The youngest is still in T-ball. Okay, nice. Dan, I might have to stop at the next travel point and do some hero quests though. Fun. You have to, or... Oh, you said you just might. Okay, fun. Are you just trying to extend the experience, or don't want it to be over with? My 7-year-old is doing kid pitch now. Oh, wow. They actually have real pictures, huh? Dad joke of the day. Why did the hipster burn his tongue? The hipster? Why did the hipster burn his tongue? I don't know. Why did the hipster burn his tongue? Uh-oh. He drank his coffee before it was cool. That's a good one. That's a good one. Damn straight. Is it the ferry? What's wrong? Afraid I might lose control and ruin all your carefully laid plans? Maybe, actually. No, it's you I'm worried about. Reen, I'm going outside to clear my head. You just do what you need to do, all right? That's rich coming from you. And I mean, Andy's a black coffee drinker. And seeing as he ingests like multiple cups a day, I imagine he's burnt his tongue many a time trying to consume just one more. Something's wrong, I know it. Are we gonna have to fight the fairy now? I'll fight the fairy. That much is clear. We have to repeat. If we have a repeat of her first visit to Eden, we may even be joined by those void sent friends of hers. If you go and see what Guy is doing, Oriange and I will stay with Reen. Do that. Question of the day. What music video can you watch over and over and over again without getting bored? Call on me. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, funny enough, that was the first one that popped in my head. I don't watch a lot of music videos. The Shadowbringers trailer, I guess. Are those AMVs, or what do they call them? AV... Is it an AMV? Or AVW... Something. Right? Animated music video, AMV? Is that what it is? Do those count? I guess they count. Fan edits don't count, right? I mean, sure. I suppose they can count. And I mean, do music videos still even exist? What? I guess they do. I grew up, I'm sure a lot of us did. We grew up in the age of like MTV and VH1, so like music videos were a big deal. Remember when MTV was only music videos? Like you just watch and they'd just be music videos all the time? That was fun. I remember a lot of those older music videos, like Madonna's Like a Virgin was pretty popular back then, or my mom used to watch that one a lot. Like Kiss had some. I don't know. I don't really, there's not really a music video that I care about too much that I could think of. I don't know. In other news, I celebrated my 2-year ban-iversary by playing some League with Bernard last night. Nice. Nice. The music video for Wash It All Away by Five Finger Death Punch goes pretty hard. I do like certain things from Five Finger Death Punch. I don't know if I've seen the music video for Wash It All Away, but Then my answer is that one Drifting Soul XC2 AMV. Got it. Worth the 5 minutes. At least once. We gotta write all these down now. Well, we've seen the Shadowbringers opening 87 million times at this point, but... Let's see. Wash it all away by 5-finger FFDP. And then I capitalize every other letter but wash. That doesn't make any sense. And then Dan's was Drifting Soul. Okay, well, that's not working. There we go. I'm typing with one hand because I'm petting Coda with the other because she's being needy today. We'll go XC2 AMV. Did you guys just play some ARAMs? We played ARAMs the other day too. I don't remember what we played, but... Or what day we played. Yeah, I think it was Saturday night. It was up until like 4 in the morning. It's dumb. I actually only played one with him and then went to bed. Smart. Smart. Busy day today. What are we doing? How did our deposition go the other day? Staff Appreciation Day. Aren't you guys lawyers? Don't you like appreciate yourselves every day? Party bus leaves in an hour. Baseball game at noon. Sounds like a day. A's versus Rangers. Oh, nice. Go Rangers. Well, that's cool. Then my son has a game at 5. Wow, lots of baseball today for you. I hope you like baseball. Has anybody been watching the play-ins, the NBA play-ins? Pretty crazy games. All have been close so far. All 4 of them. It's been pretty nuts. Steph Curry had 35 last night. Absolutely insane. He had 8 points in the first quarter and then just went off. He did the same thing with us both times we played him this season. It's insane. He had like 40-plus point games in back-to-back games against us. It was ridiculous. I love watching Curry play, but I hate playing against him. My name is Gaia. That's what you said. Kind of. Didn't you say it? Did we call you Gaia? Or did you call yourself Gaia? I don't remember. Eden the Flood? What does it all mean? Didn't we already fight this person? I guess this is the first person we fought, right? No, it can't be. Is this what it's been waiting for all this time? Finally, you remember. Oh, is this the fairy talking in her head? Well, she's calling it a fairy. We don't really know what it is. What is this? The migraine. That's what it feels like when I get one too. Oh, that looks cool. The darkness that dwells within you, Gaia. Hmm. Whoa, it's like origami birds. The accursed spawn of light are drawn to it, like moths to a flame. Pathetic, mindless, and easily something. Sin eaters. I don't know what she just said. I don't know the rest of it. Are those sin eaters? They just look like origami cranes or origami birds. Is it Datara from Naruto? They kind of look like Datara's clay birds. Don't worry, Gaia, we got you. Be honest, Anthony, are you more excited about the A's Rangers game or your son's game at 5? Dion, re-incenses sin eaters. What's happened? I don't really know either. Don't try to fight them. Just bring Gaia back inside. Quickly now. But that's all the Warrior Light does is fight things. The haste game, yeah. I mean, I don't really blame you. You go to your son's baseball games a couple times a week. When your professional sports game is always exciting. Free food and drinks? That's nice too. We have a local baseball team called the Missions, the San Antonio Missions, and they do like $2 Tuesdays. Man, it brings back awesome memories in like high school when my friends and I would all go to the Cardinals games, because the Springfield Cardinals were the local like feeder team for the St. Louis Cardinals, and we would eat an unnatural amount of food and drinks. The 4 and 5-year-olds are cute, but it's like herding cats. Yeah, I believe that. Plus, it's like work for you, right? You're assisting with them. Andy, got to jump on a call for a bit. Good luck dealing with Gaia and her fear of paper airplanes. Thank you, Andy. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. I don't blame her. Getting a paper cut in between like your fingers, like at the webbing of your fingers, underneath your nails, that would suck. I'm afraid of that too. What's happened to her? Have you ever gotten your fingers like wet, or like your hands have been soaked, and then you do something and it pulls away the skin away from the tip of your nail? That's painful too. Had that happen to me last week. It's a concern for later. First, we must deal with those sin eaters. Yeah, F Gaia. Sin eaters first. Dion, if thou wouldst care to repel our assailants without, I would task Thancred with standing guard within. I shall tend to Gaia meanwhile. Got it. Eden's verse, Iconoclasm. Now available. Alright, let's see what this, see what this queue is like. 26 minutes. Oh no. No! We kind of expected that, didn't we? Let's see. We've done this before. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. We want to log out and return to the title screen. Gotta wait 20 seconds because I'm not in a safe place, technically. We're gonna see what it's like on the other server first. If it's still really long, then we're probably just gonna switch gears and do the story stuff today. We'll do 5.4. Because I'm not waiting 26 minutes in a queue for like a 5 to 10 minute fight. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make any like logical sense. I forget how to do it. Subcommands. Visit another world server. Visit another world server. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Not at all what I wanted to do. Return to home world. It says unable to. Okay, was it a... You must first log out from your home world. Well, I'm... Okay, well now I've just put myself in an awkward situation. What if I don't know, we'll see what this one is like. There's queues for all of them. There was a queue into my world, so... Maybe if I log in and log out, it'll let me transfer again. I suppose we can see what the queue is like in this world. Um... 26 minutes here either. 26 minutes either? No, it's 26 minutes here as well. It's not any faster either, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, cool. So we did that. We'll log out again. Start. We're going to try to go back to our home server. Or maybe I can just... Return to my home world, please. Perfect. Now if I do this, select world, crystal. What was the one that I joined before? Now I don't remember. Or was I was like, oh, I'm sure I'll remember the name of this. I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember at all. Oh well. Cancel. Okay. Well, yeah. Change of plans. We're just gonna switch over and do 5.4 for now. I really don't want to wait 26 minutes in queues. Ether was no good. I thought I don't know what data set. Was it Ether the one I was in? Oh, it doesn't matter which one I go to Ether. I don't remember which one I went. We'll just choose Siren. It doesn't actually matter. Proceed. Yeah, any Ether server would be equally performant. I think I accidentally messed it up the first time and chose a different data server or something. It just automatically sent me to another one. I don't remember which one it sent me to, but we'll see if Ether is any better. Not just any better, like considerably better. I don't want to go from a 26-minute queue to a 20-minute queue. Like, that doesn't actually help me at all. Back to my meeting. Okay, bye, Andy. Thank you for the reminder. I couldn't remember which server to go to. Please be better. I hope so. Otherwise, we'll just do 5.4. Oh well. We have a backup plan. Mm-hmm. 13 minutes. That is considerably faster. Okay, wow, look at Jessica Rabbit here. With bunny ears and butterfly wings. Interesting. Okay. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do as far as until the end of the Moogle Treasure Trove, the Hunt for Aphorism. Okay, those are all of those. Weekly objective this week is Alexander. So that should be easy to do. Mini Mog, we completed that. Custom deliveries. I can't do that. I forget what custom deliveries are. Is that handled by my thingy-mabobber? By undertake provisioning missions. No, those are expert deliveries. Well, I don't know what custom deliveries are. My little one, what can I do for you? Being a big baby, you know that. You need to go outside? I don't think that you do. Okay. We're still in queue, so we're waiting. I'm gonna go let Code outside really quick, and then when I get back, I will look up to see what custom deliveries are, and then see if I can do those while we're waiting. So 1 second. Alrighty, we're back. You should have easy access to several custom delivery NPCs. Zloe, Congo, maybe Kaishir and Yulmora would be most thematic, as you're in the first. I have to go there. I think I can still return to the Crystarium, so it's fine. Don't even know who or where Kaishir is. Raider. Dirty Trick, none of those. I wish I showed people. I wonder if they're up near here. Crystarium deliveries, are those custom orders? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, in Yulmore. I'm not even in Yulmore. That would probably help if I actually went to the right place first. I have to do a whole nother quest. Fire job is Winds of the Land or the Hand. Oh, I guess we gotta be a fisherman. And I need to find a Moogle. Because our good friend Andy... Never mind. I forgot. I'm not in my home world anymore. Cool. Where to direct it. Bursting with enthusiasm. Oh, beehive yourself. Eon, have you got a moment? I've been wanting to have a word. Is it true you're an expert fisher? I am indeed. That's just one of my many, many talents. It's my highest rated talent. I am in fact level 99 at the moment. I guess it doesn't matter anyway, since I'm level 99, I couldn't wear it if I wanted to. Ha! Is there anything you can't do? Funnily enough, no. Alphino says you've been dealing with the Boutique of Splendors and all, and not just anybody could do that. Anyhow, I asked because I was hoping to get your help with something, bit of a project of mine as it goes. Since I decided to stay here in Yulmore, I've been trying to find ways of people like me to contribute to the future of the city. Thing is, I've never learned to trade or anything like that, so I was struggling to come up with ideas. After a lot of thinking, I put together a pretty decent plan, but I could do with your professional opinion and maybe a bit of help. If you're up for it, what do you say? I say sure. It's for a good cause, I promise. I've asked a couple of old mates to meet us outside the beehive, so I'll see you there. Great. Great, great, great. Let's go to the beehive. Waiting, waiting, waiting. First things first, let me introduce you. This here is Onfrig, who serves his drinks shaken, not stirred. Okay. Yes, as the saying goes here in the beehive, fancy a shake? Reactions vary, as I'm sure you can imagine. It's a pleasure to meet you. And this is Bostazia. I also work in the beehive, though my talents tend more towards whining and dining, winding and grinding, whatever our patrons desire. Anyway, a friend of Kaishir's is a friend of ours. Thanks, great, nice to meet you both. We grew up together in Gate Town, closest family. All three of us are orphans, so we had to stick together to survive. We shared everything we had, right down to our last crust of, well, whatever was available. That's That's why we promised each other that we'd find a way into Yulmore, no matter what it took. But Anfrig and I were chosen, while Kaishir was left behind. And I can't tell you how glad we were to be reunited with him after so long apart. We've been through a lot. Him more than most. But we're all here now. I never thought I'd see the day. He doesn't look happy. I hate to say it, but the way things are going, there might not be a reason for us to stay in Yulmore. So much has changed since the fall of Vothry, and business at the Beehive has really dried up. While I am all for this city becoming a fairer place to live, we need to face facts. At this rate, places like the Beehive will struggle to stay afloat. If we were to be let go, the chances of us finding similar work here would be slim at best. You're not thinking of leaving Yulmore, are you? Wow. Maybe they're just trying to get rid of Kaishir. Maybe they're just trying to avoid him, rather, you know? They're like, yes, we finally got away from him. And then they're like, Kaishir's allowed in Yulmore. Guess we gotta leave now. To be honest, we don't have a choice. Well, I think you do. Well, we're gonna figure it out. Because that's what we do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said I'll sort something out, didn't I? I've got a plan to bring visitors to Yulmore, and I want you two to be a part of it. It's also why I brought Dion here. His skills as a fisher are going to solve all of our problems, I swear. Wow, that's big. That's kind of boastful, isn't it? Of me, I guess. Well, well, how wonderful it is to see my employees engage in such lively conversation. The Queen Bee. Sorry, sir. I'll get back behind the bar. No, no. The Queen Bee is a gentleman. That makes sense. No, no, as you are. In fact, Mr. Smoen and I were discussing ways in which the Beehive's fortunes might be improved. It was then that we overheard you, and my ears pricked up when you mentioned the possibility of a reconnection successful. Wow, that only attempted to reconnect 3 times instead of the normal 4. That, we're improving. Alright, Kaishir. Seems to me that under Vothry, Yulmorans forgot what it means to actually work for a living, and most of the old industries disappeared altogether. Still, there are a few things left over from those days that we could put to good use. Such as the entertainment. Yulmorans aren't the only ones who like to have a good old knees up, you know? If we open up the City of Final Pleasures to visitors, we'll be raking in the gill. They're trying to turn Yulmore into like a Vegas situation. And what better way to do that than telling everyone about the Beehive? Of course, word of mouth will only get us so far. But if you put me in charge of promoting your establishment, I'll do whatever it takes to bring people from every corner of Norvrant. Oh, his earring is fancy, isn't it? I say, your enthusiasm is positively infectious, and for a self-confessed amateur, I find you remarkably persuasive. What's that? I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Wouldn't you agree? Marvelous. Yes, this is certainly in line with Master Chai's aim to foster trade with outsiders, and as far as I can see, the Beehive stands only to gain from this most worthy of endeavors. I am therefore placing you in charge of advertising the Beehive. Wow. We're going to discuss compensation or anything, you know? Benefits? Vacation packages? Since I have a vested interest in the success of this undertaking, the Boutique of Splendors will gladly grant rewards for bringing much-needed custom to our doorstep. Here it is, custom orders. Perfect, love it. But first, you'll need to look the part, and I have the perfect ensemble in mind. In the meantime, I would have the 2 of you resume your duties. When the time comes, I should like you to provide assistance in any way that you can. Our knowledge and expertise are at Kaishir's disposal, sir. Good job, Kaishir. I gather that you are here at the lad's request, yes? I can only guess as to what it may entail, though I dare say all shall become clear soon enough. I bid you good evening. Good evening. Doot, 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 doot. Okay. Got for us, Kaishir. look at him. Looking all snazzy. Got suspenders and everything. I'm surprised he recognized me in this getup. I have to tell you, I ain't used to wearing anything like this. Has he always talked like this? I really feel like they're laying it on, the old, like, outsider accent situation with the ain'ts and stuff. Still, if I'm to advertise a place like the Beehive, I suppose I've got to look the part. Not that it really matters for our first task, though. While I was getting measured for my outfit, I was thinking of how we could convince everyone to come and spend their hard-earned coin at the Beehive. Rather than shouting from the rooftops, it'd be a lot easier if we gave out flyers everywhere. I ain't just talking about a handful, though. I'll need hundreds, and that means I'll need paper, ink, and something to print them with. That last one's the trickiest, but it'll speed things up like no one's business. Do you think you can get those for me? There was one other thing. Oh, right, payment. Of course, I ain't expecting you to do it for free. I'll be getting scripts and whatnot from Moen, so I'll send a few your way. That sound alright to you? Sure, I love scripts. Thanks, I owe you one. Or I will, once everything's been sorted out. All you have to do is bring me the stuff for the flyers, and I'll take it from there. Great. Quest complete. Custom deliveries unlocked. Kaishir. Wow. Satisfaction guaranteed. Kaishir 1. Okay, well now how do I actually do it, though? Got everything? It ain't gotta be perfect. Whatever you'll have will probably be fine. Make a delivery. Learn about custom deliveries. Oh goodness, Jesus. Satisfaction level. With each successful delivery, Kaishir will come to trust you more and more, leading him to task you with assignments of greater importance. This will be displayed in the form of a gauge atop the custom deliveries list. Build this gauge to the maximum, and Kaishir's satisfaction level, as represented by little golden hearts, will increase. Upon reaching a new satisfaction level, you will have the opportunity to learn more about Kaishir and his efforts to promote the Beehive. Interesting. Delivery requirements and rewards. In order to deliver an item, you must be its corresponding class and level to level 70 or above. If you're level 99 or below, you'll be awarded experience points instead of the level 100 script reward. Procuring collectibles. The items sought by Kaishir. Oh, these are collectibles. Okay, great. We have learned about collectibles before. This is probably going to suck. The items sought by Kaishir fall into 3 categories. Crafted items, obtainable by disciplines of the hand. Gathered items, obtainable by disciplines of the land. And fish. Furthermore, Kaishir deals only in collectibles. Should you find... I like how there's 3 options. Crafting, gathering, or fish. Should you find yourself unsure as to how to procure a particular item, subcommands and item descriptions can point you in the right direction. For Disciple of the Hand items, choosing the search for item by crafting method, subcommand with the list selected will bring up the crafting log and the relevant recipes. Likewise, for Discipline of Land items, choosing the search for item by gathering method, subcommand will bring by the gathering log. For Knowledge on Fish, choosing the display location subcommand will bring up the map of the relevant fishing hole. Furthermore, you may discover that using a metal spinner as a lure will expedite your fishing endeavors. Metal spinner, huh?
Let's take a roll here.
Dragoon!
Jay Quellen.
Drink water.
How are we feeling, friend?
Become.
Cheers to you. I heard yesterday you were feeling better, but I know you were probably still resting. How are we doing? Cheers. A little better. How about you? We're doing okay. Can't complain too much. Can't complain too much. Is that what I just collected or just selected? I don't remember. What have you been able to do anything while you've been recovering and resting? Cough mostly gone, voice still rough. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I definitely did. Just click this one. Acquiring materials. Materials necessary to craft the collectibles Kaishir seeks may be purchased from Dadin in Yulmor's Aetheryte Plaza. Cool. Increasing the value of increasing the value of fish. The collectability value of fish follows a simple rule. The bigger, the better. Upon arriving at the fishing hole where your destined quarry resides, use the collect action, then begin fishing. From there, using Patience 2, followed by effective hooking actions, will increase your chances of reeling in a big one. I actually do know all of that. Should you still find yourself catching only small fry, try outfitting yourself with better equipment to raise your perception. Yeah. Most have been playing Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar since I can play it in bed on my Switch. That sounds lovely. There was a new... Was it Story of Seasons? Is that the newest one that just came out? There was a new, like, cozy game that just dropped, a big one. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't like... Maybe it was Story of Seasons. It reminded me, it was like something like one of the Harvest Moon games, or maybe it was Story of Seasons, or there's like this rune something, or something rune game. I don't remember. Make a delivery. The item shop. Yep. All right. That's the new one for Story of Seasons. I don't keep up to date on Rune Factory. Rune Factory, thank you. I couldn't remember. So that is the newer one of Story of Seasons. Okay, nice. Nice. It looks like Laxin inkhorns are what I need. Display location. Where am I? It's in the source. North of Amarang. Where even am I? Where is this? Oh, Lakeland. Okay. Port job. Going out there. Just need to figure out. Can we fish off the lake, or is there an island out there? Okay. I can do that, right? I just need Laxin inkhorns, and I need like 6 of them. Well, I can do 6 of them. Buy a metal spinner from Dayton before you go. Yes, sir. I not have a metal spinner. Of all the things I have, I don't have a metal spinner. Mithril spoon lore. Lots of lures. No metal spinners. Okay. Where are you, Dayton? You son of a bee. I don't think I've ever done a collect either. Dayton. There, is that you over there, Dayton? That's you. Okay, I like how the 13-minute wait time quickly advanced to a 21-minute wait time. We might not be doing Eden today. I don't want to be... Metal spinner. I should only need 1 of these, right? These are tackles. I'll buy like 5 of them just to make sure. But I don't think they go away. There are some times where you lose your bait, but I don't know if it applies to tackle. Okay. Teleport to Lakeland. Actually don't know which is closer. We'll go to the Hostile Imperative because I can, I guess. And then Chocobo time. Hello, Kieran. And then we want to go down here somewhere. Yeah. Bit of a bummer that the queues are just so long, but that's how it goes. Sometimes doing these post content raids and dungeons and stuff take a long time when you're doing it, you know, in the past or in the future, whatever, you know what I mean? We're not in current content, so a lot of people aren't running this stuff, and because it's not part of the Mogtome event, even less people are doing it. Oh, can I go fish off of his back somewhere? Good old Bismarck. If I can just land on his back and fish off of that, I'll be pretty happy about it. Oh no, that's too far out. How am I supposed to fish? I guess we just have to fish off the coast. Oh, I can just go fish off of this thing, can't I? Does this count? I don't know if I'm close enough, but I hope so. Button. Okay, well, we'll find out in a second, I suppose. So we want to switch to our now metal lure. I have 5 of them. Metal spinner, rather. Metal spinner. We want to turn on collect, because I never do that. And then we need to catch... How many do I need to do? 6. Okay, so I need 6 of those thingies. I don't know what they're called. I don't remember what they are. We'll figure it out. Patience 2, and we go. We fish. I don't actually do this often, not on a ship, so this is fun. I think. But yeah. That is not at all what I wanted. Hard candy. Just got a piece of candy. That's interesting. We are a level 99 fisherman though, so I should really be able to do this like all day, every day, no problem, you know what I mean? Well, we are cleaning up the ocean. It's true. I feel like the clean saucer. I don't want a clean saucer either. All of these are trophies though. When you use collect, I think they only count as trophies, so you can't like synthesize these things. I think you can only turn them in, but I could be incorrect. I'm not too familiar with like, I'm really getting nothing that I need. Oh, I didn't actually check. Maybe this is one of those that are like only a certain time of the day kind of situation. Probably should have done a little bit more research on this, but there we go. Preserve the following item with a collectability of 92. An item which has been preserved as a collectible cannot be traded or sold. Yes. Beautiful. And then we'll use identical cast here to get our next, get the same one. Boom. And I should have enough GP to do it one. I won't be able to identical cast, but we should have enough GP here to use it one more time, and then I'll just swallow a potion. Yes. Okay, awesome. We're gonna go ahead and do this now because I'm going to identical casts here. And then get another one. Sometimes they'll change the goal after 3 catches. You may want to deliver these, but could also just catch 6. I have 4 right now. What do you mean they'll change the goal after 6 catches? What goal? Or they'll change the goal after 3 catches. What do you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. You mean like once I turn in 3 of those things, they'll be like, okay, we have enough of these. We want 3 more. I'll go ahead and, I mean, I'm just waiting here, really. We're just wasting time until I get my iconoclasm popped, so just be warned. I do appreciate the heads up. Thank you. I need large ones, so really I might not be so lucky. I might have to wait until I have patience again. I suppose I could just do this twice and then hit the patience and just go that route. We should be fine here. I have enough GP to keep me going, keep me sustained. I do not have enough to identical cast again, so I'm really just like going off of luck here. You can do things like slapping the water and stuff like that, a surface slap. It prevents you from catching the type of fish that you've just caught, so it does increase the odds, things like that, but it all costs GP. GP that I don't have. I almost forgot what I was doing there for a second. Kind of zoned out. Which honestly, I think is like 90% of fishing anyway, so I'm just a natural born fisherman. Yes. Do I have enough to identical cast here? No. Well, that's kind of a bummer, but we'll be fine. And we need one more. Hey, look at that. I mean, that went pretty darn well, to be honest with you. I certainly can't complain about how long that took. So, as Andy said, it's very possible that that the requirement will change after I turn in 3 of them. I hope that's not the case, but if it is, then we'll just have to go catch 3 fish somewhere else. But even then, I mean, we just caught 6 of those in a very short amount of time, so I can't really be upset about it, one way or the other. What time is it? It's almost 1. Here's the thing. If the queue doesn't pop by around 1, then I'm just gonna hop out of queue and go fish, and then we'll just do 5-4 today instead of Eden. I'm not gonna wait in these 30-minute queues. Like, we've been in queue for 31.5 minutes. I'm not doing that in between each Eden fight, right? Especially because in between each fight, I have to read a bunch of not nonsense. I have to read a bunch of dialogue and then hop in another queue for another 30 minutes just for like a 10-minute fight. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm just not gonna do it. So, got everything. It ain't gotta be perfect. Make deliveries. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Quantity 6. Most flyers use plain old black ink, but I want ours to stand out. Ringing out these little buggers will give us a nice purple, which you'll have noticed is a popular color in Yomor. Bloody hells, I'm amazed. You've really taken to another level with this. I don't know about that, but... There are 5 completions remaining to fulfill the mini-mog challenge. In making your first successful delivery, you have begun to earn Kaishir's trust. With each successful delivery, Kaishir will grow more and more satisfied. Oh yeah, we read all that, didn't we? Okay, so in this case, he really does want 6 of them, so it looks like we should be good to go, right? Holy oh, I almost used a foul language. We're actually earning a lot of experience for this. We're gonna get 100 off of this. We're gonna be a level 100 fisherman. Oh, shoot, you were right. Gosh darn it, Andy. He said he wanted 6, but now he only wants 3. I got all excited for nothing. Both Azia and Afrig offered to help, so I gave them a load of flyers to put up around the village near Yulmore. I even convinced the Queen Bee to let us attach free drink vouchers to them. No one in their right mind would turn down an offer like that, so we've had a steady stream of new customers. Great. Giving away a bit of booze is one thing, getting them to stay is another. Most of them left after the free one. Uh-oh. Well, judging by the way they were necking their drinks and gawping at the dancers, they were definitely having a good time. I wonder what the problem was. From what I gather, those 2 over there are from Right. Maybe we should ask them what they think of the beehive. Maybe. It's probably like, I mean, look how they're dressed compared to the luxuriousness of the beehive, right? You're not here to kick us out, are you? No, of course not. No one likes feeling out of place, you know? Why, nothing could be further from my mind. I was hoping that you might share your impressions of our establishment. Eh? Oh, you're asking what we think of the place. Anywhere that gives away booze like this for nothing is alright in my book. And I love the interior. What's the word? Gaudy? No. Vibrant. Yes, that's it. Gaudy. Nice. Well then, if you're happy, then so are we. And yet, we're not seeing a lot of people coming back after their first visit. Could it be the food and drink aren't to their liking? Perish the thought. This complimentary beverage is one of the finest things I've ever tasted. I shall savor it while it lasts. These are nice people. We'd like to have another, maybe try some of the food, but we simply can't afford to. For the price of a single steak, we could feed ourselves for a week. Ah. I'll have a word with the manager and see if there ain't something we can do about it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Please let me turn in these other thingies, because I really don't want them. Hey, wow, we're already at 2 stars with him. Craftsman's competence material. I've never seen one of those. Craftsmanship 16. I don't need that at all. Satisfaction up. Cashier now considers you a backer of the Beehive. This is actually kind of fun. Cashier is pleased with your efforts. He now considers you a backer of the Beehive. Yeah, I know you said that. And yet there is still much work to be done if the Beehive is to continue contributing to Yulmar's economy. To that end, Cashier has a new favor to ask of you. Uh-oh. Andy, I wish you weren't right. Brian! Hello, friend. How are you? How are things? What have you been up to? I should have realized this sooner, but the Beehive only caters to the rich, and most people in Nordrand just can't afford what we're charging. Trouble is, it's the ingredients that push the prices up. As for the booze, there have got to be cheaper alternatives. I reckon we should expand the menu to include more affordable options. That way, there's something for everyone. That's easier said than done. Quality doesn't come cheap, you know. Nothing much, you. We were on like a 2-week break because I was feeling like garbage. But we're back now. We finished Ocarina of Time on Tuesday, which was exciting. Then we were out yesterday for a medical appointment, and we're back today with some 14, so can't really complain too much. I started playing a little bit of Hades 2 yesterday. I'm excited to get back into that. Lovely game. Good stuff. I'm almost done with the 4th book in my Wheel of Time series, which is good. We got a little less than, we were like 7 hours left or so. Is good. So yeah. The Spurs are in the playoffs. We have our first game that we're going to on Sunday. So that's exciting. Glad you're feeling better. I'm also playing Hades 2. Nice. Nice. I barely got very far. I beat my very first run. I made it to Hecate and then died. And then I've made it to the Sirens a couple of times. Or made it to the second boss a couple times. And I almost beat them that second time. Like, I was so close to beating them the second time. And then I didn't make it. So yeah. How far are you? Well, you're not wrong there, Zia. I haven't tried many of the new weapons, though. I have 4 weapons unlocked now. So the only ones I really tried are the first weapon you get. So we'll see how the others go. Well, you're not wrong there, Zia. Have you forgotten about Yulmar's foremost barkeeper? There's a lot more to my job than mixing drinks morning, noon, and night. I can put together a whole selection that won't cost an arm and a leg. I like the sound of that. The food, on the other hand, will take a lot more effort. I learned a few recipes during our days in Gate Town that use only basic ingredients. I should be able to adapt those into something a bit more befitting of the Beehive. I'll have to ask you to bring me the supplies, though. My duties prevent me from leaving the Beehive for too long, so I'll give you a list of all the things I need. Pick up. We'll sort it out, don't you worry. I can start with the villages in Kaluja. And if I don't find what we need, I'll try casting the net a bit wider. I got to the underwater area once, that's where I'm at. Okay, yeah, that's... So I've been there a couple times now. I only played for like an hour or so. I didn't get much time in it, unfortunately. The first time you get to that place, oh my goodness. Like, those enemies are much harder than the first area. Like, they were taking almost no damage at all from my attacks, so I kind of had to just shift the strategy around the second time I went there. But yeah, I think I've only done 3 runs. My first run was like the intro run, and then the second run I beat Hecate, the first boss. I don't really think that's a spoiler. It's like, you know, it's the intro. So, and then the second run, and I made it all the way to the second boss, and then the third run was the same thing. I made it all the way to the second boss. So, I'm looking forward to doing more of them. Alright, we'll sort it out, don't you worry. I can start with the villages in Kalusia, and if I don't find what we need, I'll try casting the net a bit wider. Tell you what, why don't you leave all the running around and haggling to me while you take care of the stuff that needs an expert's touch? How's that sound? Sounds lovely, I guess. Alright, let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. Satisfaction guaranteed. Kaishir 2. The custom deliveries list for Kaishir has been updated. Son of a... To view the new list, speak with Kaishir and select make a delivery. Yeah, I'd love to. Andy was right and I wish he wasn't. Oh, it's telling me how many I have. Quantity 0. It says quantity... It was telling me I have 6 of them. Not that I need 6 of them. So that fixes that, I suppose. Display location. Okay, it's not actually... Oh, this is here in the area that I'm at. So that's nice. Right up there. Do I have to go at the top? No, I think I can fish from the bottom. I'd love to. Yeah, you're not the first person to say I wish Andy wasn't right. Sometimes even I say it. I say it a lot, unfortunately. Not that I wish you weren't right, that I wasn't right myself. Okay. Cool. Now I just need some white oil purchases. Okay. That's not a problem. These. Ew. Alright, gotta go sell my old graphics cards, because I have no clue what to do with them. See you in a bit. Have fun! I'm glad you're getting to sell them, though. That's nice. That is nice. Okay, gotta go up here to the bridge. Northwest. Up that way. I like this aspect of the Monctum events, getting people to do content they haven't done before. It's cool, you know, that custom deliveries are now. I agree. Yeah, I'm certainly not disappointed in it. I think it's cool too. I think it's also cool that I'm going to hit a level 100 before I hit my next ship. Let me up. Thank you. Okay, we're already in collector mode. So all we need to do now is fish. I have my metal spinner still attached, which is nice. The last Monctum event, I did my first variant dungeon. There are dungeons that you can take on solo with multiple branching paths. Nice. Then they just introduced a new one of those in Dawn Trail, yeah? All right, let's go. I need 3 of those. I don't remember now. I don't remember, but I'll know when I see them, or the game will tell me. Yeah, but you only need to have beaten Endwalker to access it. Oh, cool. So I want to give it a go sometime. Yeah, definitely should. I didn't know there were other variant dungeons. I kind of thought that one was the first one. So that's exciting. That's not what I need. Toffee snail. Is it called a toffee snail because of its color or because it tastes like toffee? There are 4 now. That's exciting. I've only done 1. That happens in whatever the Japan place is called. Kugane? It is Kugane. Every variant dungeon has an NPC ambassador that tags along with you. Oh, that's kind of neat. Do they do anything, or do they just point things out and say like, hey, look at this. And I've not caught a single one of the fish that I need for this one. Dragoon, equip. Come on. Mince. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We were 8 minutes away from 1 o'clock. I think the game heard me. They don't fight with you, more story guides. Okay. Antithesis conscience. Conscient? The idol of darkness? Conscience. Conscient? What is that word?
So many of them. But nothing we can't handle.
I hope so. I forgot the mechanics for this one. I never knew them. So... there's that link over there. I see them. I will say it's going pretty fast. Is that what's controlling them? I don't know what you're talking about, but sure. Okay, it looks like we need to probably go outside inside, or inside outside rather. Yeah, look at us learning. Look at us paying attention to more than just our buttons. That I don't know what the hell those are though. Are those void gates? Be careful. Okay, thanks. We will be careful. Oh. Apparently I was not careful enough. Oh, was I supposed to be looking at something else behind me now? I don't know. Oh. Oh, wait. Is this one of those things where they shoot it through one and it comes out the others? That'd be kind of cool. Shoot, I'm not paying attention. I was looking at too many things. Okay, we still got it. Ow. Well, I already stood in it, so I guess I should stand in it again, right? How are we supposed to know which goes off? Is there some kind of glowy thing that I wasn't paying attention to? A void gate begins to form beneath you. Okay, I'm shooting mine off screen. I assume this is... Oh! I thought... I thought that I was trying to avoid hitting that with anybody. I was like, oh, I'll just put it off the screen. I'll just put it off the map. No big deal. That's the complete opposite of what I was supposed to do. Okay, well, what are you gonna do? Live and, well, die and learn, I guess, in this case. Not really a live and learn situation. That was fun. I just void warped myself off the map. That might have been the funniest way I've ever died, in my opinion. Okay, are we supposed to stand in the... Are we supposed to stand in the ones that we're not? Oh no. I'm so confused. I don't know why. Apparently we were supposed to... I don't actually know which one I even stood in, to be honest with you. Opposite color. That's what I was thinking at first, and then I saw other people standing in the other one, but me and one other person are the only ones that died, so when it changes, when it goes through you, it changes colors. Oh. Cool. Okay. Well, I've died twice. Oh. I want to zip out. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Well, that one I think I did okay. That was me just paying attention, right? Ooh. Something coming. Watch out. Combo's all kinds of messed up. Alright, after this, we'll go ahead and bump everybody's crit up. Keep it going. Okay, I am in... Is it opposite colors? Is that what it is? Opposite colors? Oh, shit. Well, now I'm white. So I need to be over here, right? Opposite colors. I'm the white ones. Perfect. And then it changed colors. So now I need to be in the fudges. It's purple. That's blue. What is this? I've died 3 times now. Don't even try. I wouldn't even resurrect me, to be honest. I'm a liability at this point. There must be, I don't know how I'm supposed to tell which of those goes off first, I guess. I've been hit by those a lot, and I don't know why. %. Do I want to? Sure. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's be resurrected. See, what am I supposed to do? What? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna die again 100%. I don't know. Okay, well, we did it. I don't know what I'm looking for to tell me which of those is gonna go off first. And I know that you would think, like, hey, just stand where everybody else is standing, but everyone's so scattered. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Whatever, we did it. It's over. Just like that. Looks like Gaia's fear of the paper airplanes is justified. No kidding. Everybody left. They're like, ah, whatever. Okay, well, that was something. She won't wake up. What do we do? I don't know. I get to choose one. I have... Oh, I don't have any in my inventory right now because I got rid of it, but skill speed is what I usually want. Crit and then skill speed. Crit, 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 crit. Nope. What is this place? Why is everyone... She kind of looks like a doll, doesn't she? Like, everybody in this game, I've made the comment that everyone looks like a porcelain doll. Like, no one has ugly skin. Like, everyone has perfect skin, but she looks more doll-like than most other characters. Dan, imagine a class in XC3 that attacks with paper airplanes. Mondos are exactly like that. Yeah, they're just little, like, origami-looking things. So I'm all alone. Even the fairy is gone. That's what you think. Endless silence. Endless darkness. Is this what death feels like? It's no use. No one can hear me. How ironic. All those times I wanted peace and quiet, and now that I finally have it, I wish I had someone to talk to. Pave paradise to put up a parking lot. I thought I couldn't stand to be around them, all their interfering and fussing, and yet I was never lonely. But it's no use. Even after everything we went through, my memories still won't come back. There's no future awaiting me, only emptiness. Those memories, they can stay lost forever, if only this pain will leave me. Now, I close my eyes and sink into darkness. That's dramatic. And then I'll suffer no more. I guess she just did the opposite of going towards the light. Gaia! Mother, Father, wake up! I understand now. Why wait for tomorrow to claim us? Gaia, can you hear me? It's Reen out there shouting. This perfect moment never has to end. I'm not giving up on you, Gaia. Say something. I mean, she really did just kind of like give up, and now Reen's here like, I'm not giving up on you. What do you want? Please, I'm begging you. Remember all the things we said we'd do? Like going to second serving for coffee biscuits? Yeah, don't forget the coffee biscuits. Yeah, Gaia did not want to do that. That was all Raiden's plan, but... Gaia? I never agreed to anything of the sort. Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried about you. Sometimes the introverts need to be yanked out of their caves to go do things in public, you know? Go sit under the sun for a bit. Do you have to be so loud? The fairy fell silent, only to be replaced by Reen's voice ringing through my head. I never thought I would be so glad to hear it. You know, you could say that to her. Yay, we did it. Well, kind of. Gaia's recent ordeals have left her rather more subdued than usual. You've all gone through a lot of trouble on my part. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Anyway, I've delayed you for long enough. Please, carry on with what you came to do. I don't even know what it is we did claim to do. Or came here to do. I guess more ether. I'm glad you're back to your usual self, but how are you feeling? Much better now, but something is still bothering me. The fairy spoke to me in a dream, and a stream of memories rushed through my mind. I don't recall anything like this happening before. I'm not sure what it all means. What sort of memories? I can't make any sense of them. They were only brief flashes, seen through someone else's eyes. At least, that's what it felt like. Minfilia, that is, the first Oracle of Light, once served Hydaelyn as the word of the Mother. If the Oracle of Darkness is her counterpart under Zodiark, then we had best prepare ourselves for the worst. Aye, the Knight's return did tip the ethereal balance towards activity, which may have served to awaken the fragment of his power in the first. Having thus roused, he did then fix his gaze upon she who had been marked by darkness, Gaia. Marked or no, Gaia is still her own person. That's right. Everything all right. Now that Minfilia is kind of gone, though, who is Hydaelyn's mouth? That sounds bad. Who is the mouth of Hydaelyn? Who's like her voice? It's nothing. But I guess there really wasn't one before Minfilia either, was there? Anyway, let's forget about all that for now. There'll be plenty of time to think it through once the last element's restored. If thou believest with thyself well enough, then I see no reason for delay. Let us forthwith attend to the revitalization of ice. Maybe it'll be Oriange and he'll keep all the secrets to himself. Maybe she's already trying to talk through him. Yeah, maybe. Shiva, then. Dion, as the only one here to have actually seen the primal, perhaps you could describe her for us. A woman named Ysael made herself a vessel for Shiva. She and the great worm, Bracevelger, shared an undying bond. Let's remember Ysael in these times, shall we? So, she summoned into her body the imagined essence of someone who lived over 1,000 years ago. That such a thing should be possible. The long since departed Shiva was a source of great inspiration to Ysael. Those methods of summoning differed greatly from any we had previously encountered. By the echo did she bear witness to the deeds of the noble Shiva, and thus was she moved to dedicate her being to that selfsame cause. 'Twas this devotion that granted her the power of a primal. So she was able to control it herself. Not getting any funny ideas, are you? Just thinking aloud, that's all. Anyway, we'd better get going. Our journey leadeth to a greater glacier situated in the northernmost region of the Empty. I'll get us there as quickly as I can. As quickly as I can. Go, Eden, go. It's time to draw out the ether. I was thinking. Why does he seem shocked? It's like, Breen, you were thinking that I should go with you this time. I want to be the vessel for Shiva. Oh, wow. Being still and passive by nature, ice is the element that is the most strongly aligned to light. I'll need to get close and use my own abilities as well as Eden's to draw it out, so that the Oracle of Light becometh the Oracle of Ice. I cannot claim to be in favor of this stratagem, and yet the primal we encountered in the source was summoned in much the same manner. The inherent advantages are undeniable. Absolutely out of the question. Have you forgotten what Dion does to the primals we summon? I'm not about to stand by and watch as he and Reen beat the tar out of each other. Well, didn't really... That's not actually what killed Ysael in the end, is it? In any case, the ether only returns to the Empty once the creature has been slain, although it seems you haven't taken that into consideration yet. Presumably, there's a safe way to disperse it, but it's still far too risky. I thought you had more sense, Reen. But it's not as bad as it sounds. Were the deiform entity as volatile as the primals we have previously summoned, 'twould be logical to assume that, in her role as conduit, Reen would be hard-pressed to retain control. Dion would have no recourse but to defend himself by any means necessary, else his life be forfeit. I know it's dangerous, but I can't let that hold me back. Please, I've got to try. But I don't see why this is even necessary in the first place. You never had to take risks like this for the other elements. Eden possesses almost infinite power, but what would happen if it began acting without my intervention? If it started to feed on the ether, just like other Senators, it would undo all of our hard work. It is a disconcerting eventuality, and one which cannot be dismissed. I'm worried that even if we realign the elements, things will eventually return to how they were following the flood. But if I train Eden how to nurture the environment rather than drain the life from it, we can leave it to take care of the Empty in our place. I'll channel the ether through myself and show Eden how it's done. This isn't some house pet we're dealing with. If it all goes wrong, then what? I know this all sounds like I'm taking a leap of faith, but it has been a gamble every step of the way. We've managed to come this far because of faith in ourselves and in each other. Oh. It's our second disconnect today, and I don't like it. Reconnection successful. Except it wasn't. Gosh darn it. Alright, we're back. We disconnected, and then it said we reconnected, but then my bit rate was at 0. So I had to restart the whole stream. Lovely. Alright. Thankred. I've made my feelings on the matter perfectly clear, but what say you, Dion? What say you? With my memories to guide the summoning, what could possibly go wrong? I'll hold back as much as possible. No, we'll go with the first one. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Reen, I suppose that if you've got your heart set on this, there's no point trying to dissuade you. Just don't do anything reckless. Is that clear? This whole thing is reckless. As Crystal. This is going to work, I promise. I'll make sure of it. Well, for all our sakes, I certainly hope so, because if the Primal takes over, I'll be fine. With all of you by my side, I know that whatever happens, it'll work out in the end. All of us? I hope you're not including me. I can't even deal with my own problems, never mind yours. It's enough just knowing you're here. Anyway, I've decided to take a leaf out of your book. I do what I want, when I want. I've made my decision, so now I have to see it through. Guess so. Yes, but this is a different kettle of fish altogether. A kettle of fish. Well, the point is that it is what I want, and I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. Look at Reen growing up even back then. So this is how much it means to you. So. Here we go, summoning our memories of Shiva and Ysael. Memories of Shiva envelop your mind. More like step on. Ysael is my Harshafan, I know. I liked Ysael too. Harshafan is still my Harshafan. I don't know how, but I can see her too. This might actually work. Don't know how. I just... Oh, it didn't tell me it was unlocked. "20 minutes. I really don't see myself wanting to do that. Unfortunately, now it's 1:15. Oh. It might be 20 minutes. It might not be. I don't know. We'll sit in this queue. I gotta use the restroom anyway. I still have to fish. Might as well get the fishing done. Yeah. We might just finish this part of Eden today and then move on to something else. I really don't know. We might have to wrap up Eden at another time, because I do want to... It's too... Unfortunately, now it's like too late in the stream to start 5.4, because it's going to be 6+ hours of content, I'm sure. But it's too early to not do anything else, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. I gotta use the restroom really quick. 1 second. Okay. So we'll go knock out the fishing. Hopefully I hear from Zaria soon. Maybe I'll try to mess it. Oh, wait, what? Oh my goodness. We just definitely, we definitely ruined the average queue time there. I'm glad I came back. Wow, that was kind of crazy. Can't be mad about that.
I call upon the power of Shiva.
Of Shiva. Eden's verse. Refulgence. I don't know what that word is or means. Refulgence? Refulgence? It's gotta be refulgence. I don't know what to refool means. Or fulgence means, so how do you read it? Whoa. Heriter of Frost, Shiva. Wow, Reen looks pretty cool as Shiva.
No! She's lost control! You've got to stop her!
You've got to stop her! Alright. You would stoke the fires of conflict. Yes? Oh no! I didn't mean to press that this time. That was stupid of me. Okay. I can't do anything. I am stunned. Why can't I move? Did I get... Oh, well, that sucks. I must have gotten stunned by something and I don't know what it was. I guess I should have looked some way or the other. And I don't know which way I was supposed to be looking. Whoa. What is happening? There's a lot. Can I be over here now? At least I didn't die, I guess. That's something. What the fudge is that? Whoa, crap. Are we supposed to go in a circle? I think we're supposed to, like... I don't think I did that wrong. I think my other friend did that wrong. By other friend, I mean the person in the lobby with me. I don't actually know them. Okay, I see those things, but I don't... Alright, cool. We're already at 33%, which is really fast. I think I'm supposed to look away that time, right? I think I got it this time. That shining armor, I think, is what caused the stun last time, and I looked away just in time, so I didn't get dinged with it. Look at us, we can learn. Uh-oh. Boom. Nice. I like how we don't get stepped on this time. She just like straight skewers the earth. Collective unconscious. Wow. What is that over there? Or are we split? Blood of light. Okay. I pressed the wrong button, but it doesn't actually matter. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if you get those little things on you, you're supposed to kind of stay to the outside and... Whoa. We're going to assume we did it right. We haven't gotten the game over screen yet, so... Alright, cool. Whoa. I'll let somebody else go ahead and do the limit break, I think. Or I'm gonna do it now. Oh. What's this? Crap. Did I ruin it? Uh-oh. Whoa.
Such power. I can't.
Well, she kind of is giving Garnet vibes, or Dagger vibes from 9? The whole hood and the jumpsuit kind of thing. Wow, look at her. This is sick.
The light. It's too much for her to bear. Ugh, she won't last much longer. Enough of this. Power of darkness, answer my call.
Boom! Wow. I like how she's got a giant ass hammer, where Irene is all like daggers and quickness. Gaia's like straight, just smashing with a hammer. Wow, this is cool. Okay, is this like a DPS check kind of thing? I definitely used I used the limit break apparently too early, so I do apologize for that. Okay, never mind, it was pretty much over. Maybe if we used it there, then it would have been over a lot faster. Or we would have just skipped that whole section. Not skipped it, but you know what I mean. That's 100% Garnet from Final Fantasy IX though. Like that, it's just a different color. She looks exactly like Dagger. GG, thank you, I only died once this time. Actually, did I didn't die. I didn't die this time. Yay! I got hit by that one attack, but I don't think I died, right? But I died 3 times in the last one, so my average is still pretty high. We're certainly averaging over 1 death a raid. Eden's verse complete. Hooray! Uh-oh. Ooh, I gotta wind up Reen. Hold on. Look at her. Got a little wind up Reen. That's fun. I don't think I got anything else. that I can see. No. Okay, well that went pretty fat. That one was cool. Didn't take us long. Green. Maybe put the hammer away. All right, gotta drive into the office. We'll be away from the keyboard a bit, but nice prog. Thank you, Andy. I don't know what we're gonna do from here. I really don't. But be safe on your drive. We'll be here when you get back doing something. I don't know. You were there. I heard you. What happened to Shiva? Is she still in control? I don't think so. No, she's gone. But Gaia? What? That hammer. It matches your dress. Certainly does, doesn't it? I don't even think she realized she was holding the hammer. I see you're back to your normal idiotic self. Look, isn't it pretty? Maybe we could take it with us. Ice tends to melt, you know. I don't think that ice will. Not this sort. Well, if you say so. Anyway, it might even make a nice necklace. A brilliant idea. Wilt thou not rush to her aid? Perhaps I'm getting slow in my old age, because it would seem Gaia's beaten me to it. To think that she would be the one to break the ice. Get it? The pun. Breaking the ice? They may have gotten off to a rocky start, but I think they'll make quite the pair. Is that a hint of melancholy I detect in thy voice? Something akin to a pining mother bird whose chicks have flown the nest? Father Bird, if you don't mind. But you're not entirely wrong. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have done this one before we finished 5-3. I think this one would have been a nice one to do, like, in between. Still, when the day finally comes to say goodbye, it heartens me to know she won't be alone. After that, we can go to the second serving for coffee biscuits. Fine, you win, and if they're anything less than perfection itself, I'll never let you live it down. If they're not to your liking, there are plenty of other things to try. I suppose we both deserve a little treat after all the hard work. Look at her laugh. We certainly do. Aw. We're making friends. There we were, laughing as if we had not a care in the world. Fleeting though it was, in that moment, I was content. Why am I reading this like it's a journal in the past, you know? But my life was never meant to be so simple. We did it. I'm so sorry, everyone. I clearly have a long way to go before I can handle that kind of power. I mean, you were trying to summon a primal, like host a primal. But we achieved what we set out to do, as I had faith we would. So without further ado, let's return to camp and admire our work. Let's. I think direct hit rate is actually number 3, something we're supposed to focus on too. I don't quite remember. Look, it's green. Greenery's nice. It's life. Wow, look at that. They're really doing it. I think the cool thing about this raid is it's showing the power of the balance between the ethers, right? Between the elements, and why it's so important. I think that's really cool. I mean, that's been a pretty big theme of this whole thing, is like balance, and how like one element is not, or one ethereal element is not more important or less important than the others, and there has to be some kind of balance between them. And how, you know, like one isn't necessarily good or bad or anything like that. So I think this is kind of nice that they're, I mean, literally showing it, right? There are physical representations of it within the world now as we balance the ethers and we reintroduce the ethers. And this is what we're getting. Pretty cool stuff. All right, life finds a way. Base reward, nothing, it doesn't matter. Reen is ecstatic to see the first signs of greenery in the empty. Yeah. Andy, also I realized it's not as clean, but you could certainly interweave 5.4 in Eden today and tomorrow, continuing 5.4 progress while waiting for queues. That's true. I don't like it. You're 100% right. And I'm not going to do it. Be like, maybe I could have, if it wasn't 5.4 and it wasn't starting a new story, I think I would be more apt to do it. Like I said, I think I would have liked to have done this when it came out or when I got access to it, rather than waiting until 5.3 was over. Looking back, it would have been nice to have done it that way, but I don't think I want to do Eden and 5.4 at the same time. It's just a me thing, like a preference thing. I don't think it's the wrong thing to do. I wish I had done this sooner already. We'll see how the queues go. We got 4 more things. We'll see how the queues pop. We'll still do some, we still have to go fishing. So we'll see how it goes. I can feel, if anything, what we'll probably do is just do Mogtome event stuff for the next however long. After we're done here, I need to message Zaria and see if there's plans for today. Pick up. I can feel all the revitalized elements working in harmony. Pick up. Be safe, Andy. I always believed Eden had the power to restore the empty, but I never expected it to happen so quickly. You are the one who made all of this possible. Oh, I should have thanked Gaia. I didn't see that as an option until I already clicked the button. We ran into a few problems with Shiva, to say the least, but the others all went more or less according to the plan. That we were able to come so far along this arduous journey may rightly be attributed to thine unwavering resolve. Aye, when you said that you'd reclaim this world, you truly meant it. We're proud of you, Reen. I wonder if the effects from the rebalanced ether will spread to the rest of the empty. Perhaps we'll just have to wait and see. Besides, I'm sure we could all do with a rest. I must say, Reen, it's refreshing to see you take a more measured approach for a change. Thancred, it's interesting that Thancred would say that. He's usually a go, go, go type of person himself. He doesn't really rest or take breaks. Well, if my experience here has taught me anything, it's that I shouldn't rush into things unprepared. And I've also learned that there are some problems that can't be solved alone. Is that so? Since you freed me from Mulemore, I've met all sorts of kind people who have gone out of their way to help me. I thought that I should do everything in my power to repay their kindness and make the world a better place. But now, more than ever, I realize that there's a limit to what I can achieve by myself. Even though I was able to summon Shiva, I couldn't control such a vast amount of ether. If Gaia hadn't been there for me, I might never have returned to normal. I could say the same about you. I was trapped in a nightmare, but you freed me. It seems we're more alike than I thought. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why we're having so many disconnects today. It's very frustrating, to be honest. But we're back. Annoying. That's if you don't mind. No, it's fine. Really. If things don't work out, we can always go our separate ways. But on the other hand, if we can resist the urge to punch you whenever you annoy me, if I can resist, which I must say is quite often, I have no objections to staying around. You mean it? Oh, thank you, Gaia. Hooray!
Who's that Pokemon?
May I suggest we continue the conversation in Amarang? Though the empty may now support with foliage, the land's normalization hath but begun, and to linger over long still entaileth risks. Back to Amarang we go. Is aught the matter, Thancred? Nothing you need to worry about. Let's go. Before we do anything else, we should report to Yalfort. He'll want to know how we've been getting on in the empty. Speaking of Mord Sook, there was a snack of some sort that caught my eye last time. I can't quite describe it, but it looked squidgy. Despite a strong suspicion that I may live to regret it, I'd like to try one. Oh, I think I know the one you mean. They might not be much to look at, but I bet they taste amazing. Perhaps we could also try a pot of those jellied wrigglers or whatever they're called. I'll even let you take the first bite. Ew, no thank you. First coffee biscuits, now worms and jelly. Heavens forbid the two of you might actually eat some proper food. Eon, may I ask a favor of thee? Sure. While Thancred and I return to the Crystarium to inform our comrades of our recent exploits, I would have thee accompany Reen and Gaia to Mord Sook. Sure. Mord Sook we go. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm babysitting. I'm like right there, right? There's really no reason to fast travel. I can just fly, I think. You know what? No, we're fast traveling. What's the point of having the gill if you don't spend it? It's also 100, so... Let's see if I can message Zaria and see... Gotta find the message. Where are you, Zaria? There you are. Hello. Message has been sent. Let's go see if they've eaten anything gross. Brian, how's work been going? What have you been up to? Anything new? Yalfort. I trust all is well, Miss Gaia. It will be once we get out of this desert town. If I have to spend another night in that dingy little room, I shall scream. I'm terribly sorry to hear that the accommodation was less than satisfactory. I'll investigate the availability of more comfortable lodgings post-haste. Yes, I think we'll be staying in Mord Sook, at least for the time being. It might take a while for me to write the report, as our expedition was rather eventful. Dion, I really appreciate everything you've done, and I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you through. Still fretting about that, are you? What's done is done. Besides, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? I think so. You're right. Now, how about that treat we promised ourselves? They might not have coffee biscuits here, but I've heard the Wriggler cakes are to die for. Or was that you'll die from eating them? Only one way to find out, I guess. Works fine. I'm considering going to Nicaragua this summer to visit family. Not sure yet. That's awesome. I didn't know you had family in Nicaragua. Is it, what's stopping you from committing anything? Is it just a timing thing? I'm sure trying the local delicacies will keep us occupied between writing reports and thinking about the next plan of action. Hopefully we'll have another chance to visit the MT to see how things are coming along. Timing, yeah. I understand. Travel is hard, especially like, well, in this case, international travel. And don't even think about leaving me behind. Who would do such a thing? Okay, so that, I think, wraps up the second part of Eden. And now we have Eden's Promise to do. Would you be going by yourself, or would other family here be going with you? Worlds apart. The Alfred is the bearer of tidings of some description. Blue Field's orchestration roll. I love the orchestration rolls. Good news, or at least it has the potential to be good news. I've received word from Master Oriange. Unfortunately, the message was rather thin on details. He only requested that you return to the Crystarium and meet him at the Wandering Stairs. Not the most likely of places for important meetings, but I suppose you might be able to squeeze in a pint or two while you're there. Thanks. Off we go. Well, if that's something that you want to do, I hope it works out one way or the other. Maybe it's easier to fast travel or etherite over there. Oh, is that where we're going? Your mom and your siblings. Oh, nice. Are they for sure going, or are they still on the fence about it too? Pray accept my apologies for calling thee hither at such short notice. The matter I wish to discuss is of considerable import. But we're visiting here instead of at the camp. If it's that urgent, wouldn't it be quicker to use those link pearl things Reen's been telling me about? These are words best delivered in person. Something happened to the empty. Not that doth warrant our immediate attention. The elements are in a state of equilibrium, and the propagation of flora continues apace. Well, that's good. So what's this about then? As thou art aware, we are not of this world, hailing from what is referred to as the Source. However, unlike Dion, Thancred and I exist only as ether-given corporeal forms. Our bodies remaineth in the Source, though the thread that binds us to them doth grow weaker with the passage of time. And if you stay here too long, you might never be able to return. My mom is going officially, but she wants me to go because she wants me to visit my dad. Oh, I didn't know your dad was in Nicaragua as well. How do you feel about that? Most of the time when I visit family, it's I don't want to say begrudgingly, but it's always a mixed bag, you know? Precisely. Oh, precisely. Now, with the wheels of change and the empty set in motion, we believe this is a fitting juncture to take our leave. We shall but regret not being present to see the transformation reach its completion. It hardly seems worth losing our bodies over, though. If you have to go back to your own world, who are we to stop you? I don't really talk to my dad, so man, not much to feel. I mean, I feel like there's something to feel, right? If you don't talk to him already. I mean, going to visit someone you barely talk to, that comes with some anxiety. It would for me anyway. If not, then you're a stronger person than I am, for sure. I always knew this day would come. You still have Gaia and Dion. Is your mom from Nicaragua as well? Or is she going to visit family? How does that work? You'll still have Gaia and Dion. I know that you'll see this through to the end together. We will. I may not be half the woman Ophelia was, but I have friends I can turn to. They might be brutally honest in their opinion at times, or prefer to save their worlds and let their actions do the talking, but I wouldn't have it any other way. She wants to visit her mom's grave and say hi. Okay, so her parents are there at the very least, or her parents are from there. We won't let you down. Just promise you won't transform into a crazy ice lady and try to kill me. Again. We'll go with the first one. Have you been there before? Though I can't say what the future might bring, no doubt Reen and Gaia will need your support in the days to come. I just wanted to go because I want some time away from work. That's a good reason to go. Get away from everything, experience something, if not new, then at least different. I was born there. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Cool. So both your parents and seemingly their families are from Nicaragua, and then where have you live up in the northeast now? Did you guys head there first, or have you lived other places? Only my siblings are from the US. Oh, okay, so are you the oldest and then everybody else is born here? I say here, not like Texas, but alas, the mysteries surrounding the ferry are yet to be solved. Whether thou shouldst find the answers that thou seekest, or nay, lend thine ears to its honeyed words, for thy will is thine own. Never forget this. Yeah, I'm the oldest too. I have 6 sisters. A lot of sisters. 3 of us were born in Missouri, and then the 4 other ones were born in Louisiana. The time of our departure is at hand, yet know that, no matter where we may be, ever shall we pray for your success. Yeah, it's a lot of sisters. It's a lot of kids in general. With Oriange and Thinkrid set to leave the first, it seems wise to share this development with Yalfert, who will continue to oversee expeditions into the empty. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's cool that they're split. This is split between before and after the Scions all leave the first. What's Lou doing? Oh, right, that's one of the savage things, I think. You're back sooner than I expected. Is everything all right? Yeah, I think so. Oh dear, that's rather unfortunate. I dare say it's something jolly important for them to leave in such a hurry. In any case, I wish them the best of luck, wherever their work may take them. Well, if they stay here, they'll die, so it's kind of important, I suppose. I shall remain here and hold the fort, as it were, and make the necessary provisions should any further forays into the empty be required. Safe travels, Master Dion. Thanks. Alright. Empty promise. Yalfert is so, he said, or I could visit Texas and see you in Bernard. That's true too. You certainly could. I think Will and Aranza are supposed to come down here at some point too. So last time Kahan visited, we all met up in San Antonio and went to like the river walk and stuff. And Mel was here. And so it was me and Mel and Bernard and Kahan. We all went out to dinner and had a good time. And I think Will and Aranza is supposed to come down here at some point as well, and I think we'll do about the same thing. So sure, line up your trip with them. We'll have a big old rally party. I think Winston and Megan are supposed to come down at some point as well. I think Bernard is going to their wedding, which is cool, in Minnesota. But then they mentioned coming down here to visit at some point as well. So Elfert is so engrossed in the slip of paper in his hands that he barely notices your approach. Do try not to startle him. Okay. Sure. Leon, so the rumors of your knack for being in the right place at the right time are true. You see, we've just completed our preparations for another expedition into the empty. Miss Reen and Miss Gaia agree that it's high time you all went to see how things are coming along, though I must say, being at their beck and call night and day does test my patience on occasion. Well, well, fancy seeing you here. Eon. We were just getting ready for another ride on the Sky Slipper. Care to join us? Sure. Let's go. Let's see what's going on over there. There was one other thing I should mention before you depart. Now that the situation in Yulmord has settled down somewhat, my associates have made some headway into investigating your past, Miss Gaia. That's good. Is that so? Though I thought that's what you wanted. So did I, but I quite like the way things are now. Digging around in my past might, I don't know, spoil it somehow. Besides, uncovering the truth behind the voice in my head and my strange powers is bound to be more interesting than whatever life it was I had in Yulmore. I understand. We'll find the answers. Together, just like we do everything else. That's right. Did you make that necklace? How are the coffee biscuits? Ask about the coffee biscuits. Oh, they were delicious as always, but I hear they're quite fattening, so we usually just buy one and have half each. And then you always get another one anyway. Yes, but we break that in half too, so it's fine. Then we may as well have one each to begin with. Honestly, Reed, I sometimes wonder if you've got biscuits for brains. Though I must say, my time in the Crystarium has been rather enjoyable. We even had a chance to make a necklace from the ice crystal we found. And in case you were wondering, I haven't been neglecting my training. I wouldn't want my skills to get rusty just because Thancred's not around. I'm ready for whatever lies ahead. Okay, so this is officially like after they've left. Interesting. Oriange would also be pleased to hear you've had your head in those fusty old tomes. Fusty, huh? I've never heard that word before. Fusty. I've even done a bit of studying myself. After all, it's up to us to take care of the empty now. That's right. I'm looking forward to seeing how things have changed since our last visit. Come on, let's head over to the derrick. To the derrick. Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot to message you back. No worries about doing maps today. We'll do them on Saturday as originally planned, if that's okay. Sounds good. Okay, so no maps today. That's perfectly fine. Alright, knock them out on Saturday. Sunday. No, Saturday. Okay. Off we go. Who is it? It's Kieran again. We've got Kieran twice. You just fought a big gold Kieran when we did Four Lords the other day. So hopefully we can get through these quests real quick and then hop back in a queue and see how long it's going to take. I don't suppose you fancy taking the helm this time? Sure, I'll drive. Wait, I'll pilot this time. Oh, I didn't realize you knew how. While you were off training, I was practicing with another sky slipper they have at the Crystarium. Really? That's fantastic. Eat it indeed. Yeah, we are in the last 4. We're in the last part of it. We're trying to knock it out, but the queue times have been all over the place. The first, well, not the first one. The third one technically took us over half an hour to get in, and then the 4th part took us all of like 3 minutes to get in. So I don't really know. I don't know what the deal is, but hardly. You've been pulling more than your own weight, and I just wanted to do what I can to contribute more. So you two can sit back, relax, and leave it to me. Will do, Gaia. Although that being said, I don't think it's too worrisome. You're just driving across the desert. Like, what are you going to run into? A sand dune? It's in a hovercraft? I don't think that's how it works. There's no need to look so apprehensive, you know. Let's get going, shall we? Yes, let's get going. See, look, it's called the empty for a reason. It's because there's nothing there. The best place to learn to fly one of these things would probably be in the empty. It's so strange suddenly seeing you at the controls. Why didn't you tell me you'd been practicing? I thought I'd surprise you, that's all. Well, consider me surprised. All this time, I thought you were only good for smashing things with your hammer. Bring that up again, and you can walk the rest of the way. I'd best behave. I wouldn't want to get stranded in the empty and miss the festival. Festival? There's a festival? I suppose this is the first you would have heard of it. We haven't exactly been keeping it a secret, but it's still in the planning stages. You see, the return of the night sky has brought lots of changes, and while everyone is glad, the reality is it's also been quite stressful having to adapt to a new way of life. Makes sense. Seeing how hard our elders are working to keep the Crystarium running, youths like myself came up with the idea of hosting an event as a way of expressing our appreciation. Once we return from the empty, I'll be helping as one of the organizers. I'd be happy to help, provided I'm suitably compensated. My goodness. I'd offer to help, but I think you have everything well in hand. I'll go with the first one. I doubt we could afford the services of a great hero such as you, but thanks for offering. If everything goes well, all you need to do is turn up and enjoy yourself. How about you, Gaia? Would you like to help with the festival? You mean she hasn't been helping? Well, what's that? I haven't been listening. My leg is cramping up a bit. Piloting this thing must have made me more tense than I realized. Then let one of us take over. No, I'll be fine. I don't think she will be fine. Well, as long as you're sure. But if you feel like switching places, just say the word. And say it before we, like, crash, you know? No. How can this be? Isn't this a good thing? What am I mean... I really don't know what's going on today. It's pretty bad. I'm trying to restart my router at some point this afternoon. That's like the 5th disconnect, and the 2nd time I've had to restart the stream. So frustrating. Alright, light. Does this mean there's still too much of it in the empty? I'm no expert, but this might be a result of losing control when you restored the ice element. Even though I tried to use darkness to hold back the light spilling forth, it seems it wasn't enough. Then we're right back to where we started. This is all my fault. You're right back to where we started. No, Reen, you mustn't blame yourself. Oh. You have returned to me. Restore the darkness while you still can. A familiar voice, an inescapable fate, the promise of salvation at the precipice of ruin. In the remnants of a lost past, I would find my truth. I like the music changes sometimes in these games. Like, things are super dramatic, and then we go back to this. The Final Fantasy VIII. Is that what happens when you get a headache? You know, it's actually kind of similar in a lot of ways. Like that sudden pain that she experiences, and then like that ringing sound. There are definitely some certain similarities. I usually don't hear voices, so that's a plus, right? but the other stuff, yeah, kind of. The guy appears to be conversing with the voice inside her head. That's not good. You know, maybe don't do that. Restore darkness. What did you say, Gaia? Restore the darkness to the world flooded by light. Ah, that's it. We thought we'd restore balance to the 6 elements, but perhaps they're still too strongly aligned with light? If that's the case, maybe we can set things right by using darkness. By using darkness? Are you serious? I mean, isn't that what we did? But hold on, it might actually work. Yeah, you think? I mean, why everything else worked? Gaia, that's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't go that far. I just remembered what I learned during our adventures, that's all. But this does mean we'll need to call in your services again, if that's alright with you. Where are we fighting this time? Which... We've come this far together, and we'll see our mission to the end. To Eden's core. To the core. To the core. Yes. Right, let's get started. Let's. But were there any primals aligned with darkness? I can't seem to recall any. I couldn't either, actually, off the top of my head. I mean, the Asians generally. But, I mean, not really. You mean there isn't one? He's like, I don't know. Elidibus, get yourself in Zodiark in here, yeah. The Asian's god, Zodiark, may be suitable, but we need something that Dion has actually encountered, and preferably defeated. Yeah, no kidding. Well, does it have to be a primal for it to work? If it's just a lot of darkness that we need, perhaps there are other ways to get it. You may be right. What we ultimately need is a state of highly charged darkness. It shouldn't matter what form it takes. Does anything come to mind, Dion? Didn't we fight the Cloud of Darkness at some point? I feel like I fought the Cloud of Darkness recently. Maybe it was, I don't remember when or how. I dare say the Flood of Darkness had a bit of flair, and a fair bit of darkness. I know a few Void Scent that would fit the bill. I dare say the Flood of Darkness had a bit of darkness. Yeah, that's true. You mean the catastrophe that swallowed the 13th and turned it into a lifeless void? We might need something on a slightly smaller scale. Cloud of Darkness. I can't begin to imagine how powerful it must have been. Well, it wasn't... That was the Crystal Tower, right? That was the Alliance raid, so it actually took 24 people to beat that thing? So yeah, I guess so. That'd be fair. I'd say we found the perfect candidate. But where to find a suitable place? One where darkness is strong. It won't be easy in a world flooded by light. Well, we've got the Warrior of Darkness and the Oracle of Darkness right here. Seems like a good enough spot to me. So, also a good point. But what about the light aligned to ether that's all around us? That's where you come in. You can suppress the light while I draw out the darkness. By combining our powers, we can make it work wherever we are. Wonder Twin powers, activate. form of a cloud of darkness. Combining our powers. With your powers combined, I am Captain Eorzea. Actually, this isn't Eorzea. It's Captain the First. I don't know. Yes, Norvrant. Yes, between us, there's nothing we can't achieve. Don't be afraid, Gaia. She's the one that suggested it. Why would she be afraid? I'm not afraid, just very concerned that this will all go horribly wrong, which is the same thing, I suppose. Anyway, it's certainly not easy coming up with these plans by ourselves. That's true, but when this is over, we can reward ourselves with all sorts of delicious treats at the festival. Delicious treats. Festival? What do you mean? We spoke about it on our way here, remember? I asked if you wanted to take part. She doesn't remember. I was busy piloting the Sky Slippers, so I probably wasn't paying attention. Uh-oh. Oh well, not to worry. We can talk about that later. Right now, we've got a job to do. People who are being possessed are often thought to lose parts of their memory, right? I'll draw out the ambient ether, and I'll shift its alignment to darkness. Now, Dion, focus your thoughts. That's not hard for Dion. He doesn't have many thoughts to focus. Memories of the cloud of darkness enshroud your mind. Is there such a thing as mind emptiness rather than mindfulness? Because it's certainly not full. He's either an expert or a rookie. I don't know which. All right, let's see what Umbra. Let's see what this queue is like. We get a whole 20 minutes. Well, it said 20 minutes last time and it popped in like 3, so off to go fishing we go. I have to remember where I'm going. Here. Hopefully it's not 20 minutes, but I'll take 20 minutes over 30 minutes like the first one was today. Technically it was the third one, not the first one. But still. It might take just as long to actually catch this silly thing. I'm gonna hop over here and fish. You could also start the near questline just to unlock the first of the raids. That's true. But then by the time I actually get around to doing it, I'm gonna forget what I was doing in the first place. I almost forgot what I was doing in this place. You know what I mean? Okay, trophies on. Patience will trigger. We have our metal spinner. I was skipping the cutscenes and it still took a long time. You were skipping the cutscenes, Andy? Let's see. We got our first strong bite of the day, I think. Hey, that's what we need. Okay, strong bites. Nice. I think I'm gonna wait oh, if I wait a second, I can identical cast it, but I won't be able to reel it in because it cost me 50 to reel, so. What's trout? Aren't we supposed to be getting a new fishing route soon? Only need one more, so we're going to identical cast this, and by the time I get there, we'll be done. And by done, I mean we'll have enough GP that it won't matter. Beautiful. Alright. That's all she wrote. We can go ahead and just teleport back to Yulmore. That was pretty fast. I really like the music here, but I'm like a big fan of waltzes, so. How are the cooking supplies coming along? Well, they're right here. We did it. Fishwives down in Still Tide talk about these like they're worth their weight in gold. Mind you, they're a bugger to catch by all accounts, so that might actually be the case. Bloody hells, I'm amazed. You're really taking it to another level with this. Ooh, I'm one fish away. Everybody watch, we're gonna ding 100. Our very first job at 100 is Fisher. Here we go. Unable to receive the following items. Proceed anyway. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. Yay! Level 100 Fisher person! And ambitious lore, and modest lore. I don't know what those do. Lushu, welcome back. You got here just in time to see us hit 100. Level 100 as a fisherman. Yeah, I don't care. Boom. Level 100. Woohoo! We started as a Dragoon, and now our first level 100 was a Fisher. I knew I was right to ask you for help. You've really got an eye for quality and the skill to match. Still, I expect we'll both be kept busy in the days to come. Yeah, sure. You have delivered the weekly maximum of 6 items to Kaishir. You may begin making deliveries again starting Tuesday at 3 a.m. Well, wish I would have done this a couple days ago, but still, we finished and we got the Mog Tome, or we should have gotten the Mog Tomes. Collect. Claim rewards. Yay! 10 Mog Tomes. We did it. It looks like treasures are gonna wait until Saturday. Zaria got back to me and said that today it will not work, so that's okay. Well, that didn't take very long. I do want to know what ambitious lore and cautious lore do. Is that what they're called? Ambitious or modest? Okay, ambitious lore is 100 GP. You can't see that because my head's covering it, but attracts fish with large jaws and increases your chances of landing one. Occasionally guarantees you will land a large-jawed fish. Can be used up to 3 times while fishing, each use increasing the effectiveness and the GP cost. May also attract rare species of fish, effective on fish caught using with powerful hook set. Okay, so this is... It cost me 10 GP the first time, 20 GP the third, and 30 the second. I don't quite... So I can just use this... So I don't have to be using patience to use this. Powerful hook set and precision hook set have to be used during patience. But it looks like ambitious and precision just need to be used, or can be used at any time, but they cost 100 GP instead of 15 GP. We can unsync your weekly anytime in the evenings. Okay. Interesting. The occasionally guarantees you will land a large-jawed fish or small-jawed fish. Okay. Oh, well, we're now a level 100 fisher person. And nothing else that I can do. Once I'm back in the real world, I can go to my mailbox and grab the good stuff. Well, I can't queue up for multiple things, unfortunately. Gotta go back to Curl for that. Yeah, I know. That's why I said once I'm back in the real world. Siren knows nothing of the bounty that awaits you. Nothing at all. Huh. Oh, mister, no worries. No worries. I don't really have... I can't use my scripts for anything. Crafters gear. I don't need to do this because I have stuff waiting for me. Materia doesn't really matter. I don't even know what this does. I mean, I guess never mind. I do know what it is. It's just materia, but once I get my new gear, maybe it's worth it to put this stuff in there. So we'll do that, I guess. We can use our scripts on that. I don't know what this is all about. These are just... oh. Certified note that can be exchanged for tomes of regional folklore. I don't know what that is. I guess we could buy a full set of level 80 regular old gear. I don't know what my other material or my other jobs are at. I have a 60 botanist and a 55 miner. Look at that, my first orange level 100. I didn't even realize. Isn't that embarrassing? I don't think it's embarrassing at all. Fishing is super easy to level up. If you just do ocean fishing, you can do it in like a week, truly. It's super, super easy. Look how the orange sparkles in light. I know. I mean, I suppose I could buy a full set of gear for my... oh, those are gatherer. I need gatherer gear, don't I? That's... I'm looking at the wrong thing. All of these are gatherer classes. Miner and botanist are both gatherer. My Disciples of the Hand are terrible. It's just, I don't want to say it's complicated, but it is a ton of like buying materials or like harvesting materials and all kinds of stuff. It doesn't actually, but it does in my heart. It should sparkle in your heart. Maybe we do that. Botanists. Man, the only problem with doing that is my armory chest is going to get packed with stuff, isn't it? That's not what I meant to do. I do that all the time. I press B when I don't mean to. Or when I shouldn't. These always get missorted because when you switch jobs, I think it just takes it from the same... or takes it from whatever slot it's in, so it's hard to like... it's hard to keep them looking good. My rings are almost full. Goodness. They're my soul crystals, I don't need any of those. Unfortunately, a lot of my stuff is just full of fishing gear. Or full of, you know, this can go away. I can't turn that in for Shula. I don't know why I can't turn this stuff into the expert. It wasn't available to me to do so. Maybe, I don't know why. I would turn all that stuff in. Okay. What the bummer of this situation is this is only the first one of 4. So, however long this, only greens and blues can be turned in. Ah, thank you, Saki. Welcome to the chat. That would explain it. But really, I could just sell those or dispense them in other ways. Well, I don't really know what to do in the meantime. It's Derbs. I just read it. Oh, hello, Derbs. Welcome in. Did we just rename for fun? Are we rebranding ourselves? Hey, okay, nice. Prayer is complete. That's even better. Everyone calls me Saki, so I just accepted it. Everyone? For fun? Well, welcome back. How are things? It's not just you. It's not just you. It's I don't know what's going on. This is our 6th. I don't know what's going on. This is our 6th. This is our 6th disconnect today. It's really upset. I really don't know what to do about it. I mean, nothing. There's nothing I can do about it at the moment. But it is very frustrating, I'll tell you that. The balance. Shall engulf everything in our shadow. I'm gonna wait the 2 seconds so I can use Life Surge there. Just makes sense. Are they following me? Is that what's happening? Oh, are we all standing on one? Oh, crap. I don't actually know what's happening here. Should we all stand on the same one? Okay. I don't know what just happened, but I'm not dead, so. Do I have arm's length? Isn't that a thing that I can do? No, if it is, it doesn't matter now. I don't... What are we supposed to be doing? Oh, are we supposed to be taking them to her? Seems like everyone was like crisscrossing there. Oh wow, that was cool. We shall all return to nothingness. We're only at 50%. This fight's actually much longer than some of the other ones so far. My nose itches. We each have to catch one? Okay, they're catching it, I'm not. Probably could. They look like they have it under control. Okay, I see squares on the outside and on the inside. Oh, okay, it's this thing again. I don't know. Are we supposed to... Am I supposed to, like, defeat this thing? Or stop it from hitting her? Or... It didn't... I tried to hit it, but it did not work at all. Okay, I couldn't target it. Okay, he's at 25% now. I disagree. Not too happy about that one. I was definitely on the other side, but I think that it's 15%. Wait 2 seconds. I think I'm right before the final boss now. Nice. Oh, okay. If we run through her, I think if we run through her, the, Ow, that hurt again. My goodness. And it breaks the tethers. Okay. I don't want to go ahead and do this. I did not kill her, which is super weird, and then I died. How did the limit break not kill her at 3% health? And I still haven't done the hero quests, so I'll do that now. Well, I hope they're good. I'm glad you've still been playing the story and enjoying it. Boom. Time to beat XE2 1 month, XE1 3 months, XE3 2 weeks. Yeah. You spent a long time in XE... It only took you a month to beat XE2? That can't be right. You have like 300 hours in that game. Okay, we did it. I didn't get anything good out of it, though. Oh, it's a whole new set of antiquity gear. Great. So really, I can get rid of this gear now. A bit over a month to beat the main story, but I did a bunch of side content. Gotcha. Okay, well, we're gonna drop all this. So I can make room, because it seems like we're replacing it with the new stuff. I probably don't need that either, since I have full poetic gear. But I do want to see what this stuff brings me, because that gear was pretty cool, actually. what these are either. On. I was on Easter break and I played almost all day, every day. You were playing a lot. Playing a lot. Alright. That all went surprisingly well. Of course, we have Dion to thank for slaying that ghastly creature. Well, kind of. I didn't die until the very end, and I feel like dying was appropriate there. I don't know why the limit break, like, did nothing. She was at, like, 3.5%, and it didn't kill her. So I don't know if our limit break bar was just, like, not very good or what, but you were fantastic, Gaia. Anyone would think you're an old hand at this. I even had a dream about beating the game last night. Sounds like you've been ingesting a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles content. You weren't so bad yourself. We make quite a team, don't we? We certainly do. I don't know about you two, but I'm itching to see whether our hard work has paid off. Let's head back. Let's head back. The plants are just as lifeless as they were before. Maybe the light's influence is still too strong? Maybe. What in the world? Whoa, look at that. In fleeting hues and endless warmth, a gentle light washed over me. It's all the elements in balance. Lovely, isn't it? A glimmer of hope once lost. Hooray! Hooray! Okay, I have to use the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. I've had a lot of water today. A lot of liquids. Alrighty, we're back. Let's see what we can do. That is more than a little vexed that your last outing did not result in greater changes in Yinti. In rebalanced now. We took the scales away from the light, I'm sure of it, but something's wrong. Very wrong. Is it? How wrong? Well, very wrong, apparently, but, like, why very wrong? In what way very wrong? For 100 long years, I have waited for this moment. When is that? Oh. I knew it. You've been hiding inside Eden all this time. Boom. Ooh. Another Ascian. Which one is that? An Ascian. Yeah, but only the red masked one. What? There's only 3 pure Ascians, right? And I don't think that's any of them that we know. I am Mitron. Mitron? Servant of Zodiar. Huh. The voice that has whispered to me all my life. Indeed, and thanks to you, I am all but free from my prison of light. Does that mean Eden was used to seal away an Ascian? Wait, that is Eden, an Ascian transformed into a Sin Eater. Oh, that's cool. Pretty neat. I've heard enough about Ascians to know they're nothing but trouble, but I never imagined that one of them was behind all this. I thought that restoring the darkness was my idea, but this was your plan from the very beginning. I mean, it kind of worked, but we just gotta get rid of that guy. Mitron. It was, but all it took was the slightest suggestion. The rest was entirely your own doing. Hey, baby. You need to go out now, because I got up and you didn't. Ah, my freedom is so close, I can almost taste it. Finally, my soul may journey beyond the flesh to which I am yet bound. I knew you would come for me, Gaia. Don't flatter yourself. You've caused me nothing but pain. If I've helped you, it wasn't intentional. Intentional or not, I think it's... Even now, your memories elude you. Hearken to me, Gaia, and remember. Oh, we're getting memories now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. In an age past, the world you know as the 13th was flooded by darkness. Like ripples in water, the repercussions were felt in the other shards, none more so than here on the first. It became perilously imbalanced and susceptible to the influence of light. Were light to consume the first as darkness did the 13th, it would likewise become lifeless void, lost to our cause. We could not allow this mistake to be repeated. It was our duty to safeguard this world from the selfsame fate. After a time, Emmett Selk conceived of a plan to trigger a rejoining, utilizing the very light we had labored to keep in check, and tasked us with bringing the plan to fruition. But at the last, we were thwarted by Ardbert and his companions. Though our resolve was strong, theirs was stronger still, and as we fell, so too was the light unleashed. For us, however, death is not the end. Though our bodies may perish, our souls live on, withdrawing, but temporarily, to the rift. Until you can find a new body to possess. I too would have been reborn, but ere my soul could leave its corporeal form, Ardbert struck me with a blade of purest light, and that light enveloped my body, twisting it beyond recognition. Interesting. Where did he get a blade of purest light? Eden, the first Sin Eater. My soul felt such agony as I had never known, and then I knew no more. In my insensate, instinctive state, influenced by Ardbert's fervent desire to banish darkness, I unleashed the light burgeoning within me, and it spread as an all-consuming wave to every corner of the world. Wow. The flood of light. So that's how Sin Eaters came to be. All would have been lost had not the one called Menphilia appeared. Halting the light's inexorable advance, she saved what little still remained of the world. In the process, she also restored me to a sliver of my consciousness. Though I remained trapped in my altered form, motionless, I was capable only of feeble whisperings. Emmett Selk, couldn't he have saved you? Perhaps he could have if he had if such had been his wish. Far easier, however, to simply find another piece of my fractured soul to replace me. From his perspective, there was no need to intervene and potentially disturb the balance of ether, and so here I remained. So after you failed, he left you here to rot, some friend he turned out to be. Thus abandoned, I called out for what seemed like an eternity to the only soul who could save me, you, Gaia. Me. All this time, you were calling to me for help. Yes, but you had forgotten me, forgotten our duty. Though vestiges of your true power remained, you could not wield it at will. Was she? Time went by and eventually change came. The light began to subside and dark of night returned. Is she also one of the Asians? Maybe. Gradually, my voice grew stronger until I was able to exert my will over you. Probably not an Asian. You wanted me to free your soul from Eden, which is why you had me attack it. Another plan that ended in failure, thanks to Dion. Indeed. Thankfully, your subsequent attempts to restore this barren land allowed Eden to absorb more and more ether aligned closer to darkness, gradually eroding the cage of light that holds me. Owing to your most recent efforts, my mind is wholly my own once more, and I am able to project my image beyond those confines. Then all this time we've been helping to free an Asian? It's a fine tale, but why should I care about any of it? What are you to me? Come with me to Eden's core. There, all shall become clear. Wait. Why does he need to do that if he can... He's just projecting himself, right? Like, did we need to do the whole, like, smoke and mirrors thing? You could have just, like, disappeared. That's too boring, too plain. Alright. Off we go again. Way too boring, yeah. The Asians have a specific flair about them. They need to maintain that. Let's be dramatic and indirect, exactly. Let's communicate like we were in middle school. I've just realized something. If Eden had been absorbing all that rebalanced ether, that must be why we've struggled to restore life to the empty. I suppose we can think about that later, though. More importantly, it seems I've lost control over Eden, most likely because of the Asian. Oriange specifically warned us about not listening to the fairy's honeyed words, so we'd better think this through before we go rushing in. Rushing is kind of what we do, though. Oh, if only he and Thancred were here now. Only. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Gaia. I shouldn't be so quick to lose heart. What? No, that's not what I meant. Who are Oriange and Thancred? Aww. Wait, I know those people. I'm sure of it, but why can't I remember them? This is kind of sad, actually. I thought something was strange when I mentioned the festival on board Eden. It was as though you had no recollection of our earlier conversation. This is most likely connected to Mitron. Whenever there's a jaw drop moment in this game, I think of the dragon's jaw drop in Heavensward. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like, what? You don't remember them? Damn it all. What more is that fiend going to take from me? I don't know. I'm really concerned about this whole connection between you and the Asian anyway. To tell you the truth, the thing that frightens me most is that you might forget about us. It'd be sad. That won't happen. For every memory I lose, we'll make 2 more together. And if I need to know something, I could just ask you. Why not start by telling me about Oriange and Thancred? To be honest, my nerves are all a jitter. So I need something to help me settle down before... Goodness, he disconnected again. Alright, it completely disconnected again and I had to restart the whole stream. I think once we get through this little talking point, I think we're just going to have to call it for the day. This is frustrating. I mean, I can't continue to do this over and over and over again. I could, but having to pause, wait in queues. It's a day, you know? Alright, Orange is probably the most intelligent person I know. He spends a lot of time reading, but he also says that you can't learn everything from books, and encouraged me to go out and see the world for myself. Sounds sensible to me. Much better to experience things firsthand than to read somebody else about somebody else's. Like those coffee biscuits. No book could ever describe how good they taste. That's true. Is there anything else you can tell me about him, Dion? Yeah, he's a liar and a manipulator. He is devoted to the study of prophecies. He can walk on water until he can't. He can walk on water until he can't. That's what you're getting from me, Oriange. So he walks on water instead of swimming. That would certainly save you from getting wet. I should have asked him to teach me how. Well, it's something he never quite mastered himself, and he often ended up getting wet anyway. In fact, the whole thing is probably more trouble than it's worth. Yes, let's all laugh at Oriange. As for Thancred, he's the one who freed me from Yulmore. At first, I thought of him as my knight in shining armor. But really, he was much more than that. We traveled all over Norvrant, and he helped me become the person I am today. He even gave me my name. He's also an expert in infiltration. His gift for song won the heart of many a fair lady, or so he claims. Singing? That doesn't sound like the Thancred I know. I know, he's a very different person since A Realm Reborn. It seems he has a way with words. That must be how he was able to choose such a pretty name for you. Actually, while we're on the subject, that gunblade over there belonged to Thancred. Oh, he left it? Where did he leave his gunblade here? Cool looking gunblade, though. As far as mementos go, it's a bit on the cumbersome side, but it reminds me of our adventures together. Even though there's little chance I'll ever see him again, it still feels like he's here with me. Keeping your memories close. Do you have, like, bangles? Bracelets? You know what? I should keep a diary. Even if I forget everything, at least I will have something to look back on. That's a brilliant idea. Since we're going to be making lots of new memories together, maybe I could write in it too. As long as you improve your handwriting before you go scrawling all over it, I'd like your entries to be vaguely legible if you don't mind. Of course, your ladyship. But before that, we've got an Ascian to deal with. Let's get this over with. Let's.
Who's that Pokemon?
Okay. I hate to do it, but we are going to go ahead and step away for today. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm not catching you, Cubchoo. You don't. Oh. True. He's kind of gross. I don't know what's going on. It's just very frustrating. We just keep disconnecting every like half hour or so. Sometimes it reconnects, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes I have to restart the stream. It's just annoying. Does your router have any firmware updates? I don't think so. I'll have to check. It's all Google Fiber, so it's possible, but it should update itself. But I'll check it and restart it and do all the other fun stuff. And then hopefully come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we probably will end up doing 5.4 while we're queuing. I didn't want to, but if we're gonna end early today, then I'm not gonna put it off any further. So we'll finish up this story, or finish this up, queue for the next part of Eden, and then do 5.4 while we're waiting in queue, and then just go from there. It's frustrating, but it's life. What are you gonna do? You know, no point crying over it. So unfortunately a shorter stream today, but it's just how it is. So the rest of the week should be more Final Fantasy 14. Like I said, 5.4 tomorrow, finish up Eden, 5.5 on Saturday with some treasure mapping in between with Zaria. So I don't know what that'll look like. And then no stream on Sunday because of the Spurs game, first game of the playoffs, first round, which is exciting. And then next week we should be back to a somewhat normal schedule. Monday through Thursday we'll be doing Front Mission 4, hopefully finally wrapping that up. I'm probably just going to turn on a bunch of cheats and just get through it at this point. I don't want to do it because I really am enjoying the game, but we're 3 weeks behind on that, 4 weeks behind on that one because of all the issues I was having before. So we'll just... I haven't played that game, I think, in a month. And so I just need to get through them. And then next weekend, I think we'll be starting Dragon Quest Builders 1. As Scotsman's Redemption. And then once I'm through with Front Mission 4 and 5, we'll assess and see what else we want to do with the franchise. We might do Left Alive, we might do Evolved, we'll see how we're feeling about it. And then we'll take a bit of time to work through the Redemptions list, because I think we're at like 5 or 6 games on it right now, which is a lot. And when that happens, I'll turn up the... I mentioned it before, but we're going to increase the cost of redemptions, at least for the games that take longer. So I think like the 10, 25-hour games are going to stay the same, but I think anything over 50 hours is going to have to increase, just because it takes a lot... Since I only play those on the weekends, it takes a lot longer to get through them. And we've had a couple of games lately that have gone like, you know, into the 75+ hour realm, and that is just a lot of time. Not that I mind it, but it's a lot easier to play those games when you're playing them 4 days a week instead of just like 2. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Sorry for the short stream, sorry for all the disconnects, sorry for all the weird connection issues. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna do what I can on my side and then just go from there. It's really weird though that I'm not disconnecting through Final Fantasy 14 at all. It's just OBS. So I don't really know what the deal is with that. You'd think if I was having internet issues, it would disconnect me from the servers that I'm currently playing on. But the fact that it's not doing that, I don't really know what to fix, but we'll see how it goes. There was a new OBS update today, so maybe that has something to do with it, but I don't know. I'm just speculating. But anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here as much as you can be. Good seeing you all again. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll be back tomorrow at around 11 a.m. Central Standard Time with more Final Fantasy 14, and I hope to see you all then. Bye, everybody.
Like a swift kick to a sonic boom. I'm the MF, you don't test or you'll meet doom. Rest up black and white, just get it right or you'll be groomed. This message doesn't speak volumes, it speaks room that you make for it. Living stoic, that's when I became a rhythmic poet. I did it right, entire life, didn't even know it. I should have lived my own life but not ignore the notice. Never have I said I tried my best, I have not once showed it.
I guess the time is now.
So relax, cause the Sarge is taking over now. Live and let it go around, limited to no amount. That's a real estate. Praying on my downfall, that's a real mistake. Wish-wash words, Mr. Clean, I'm immaculate. Best part is you don't know the half of it. Top it off with dummy money, you won't see the last of it. All because success is my tradition, so I didn't think to ask of it. Wristwatch words, cause the timing is immaculate. I'm immaculate, whatever spark inside me that could fit. Authenticate yourself, ain't one thing about this counterfeit. All this to work off me, my crew, and one OG from Nazareth. But that's the shift that got me feeling like it's free to play. Depending on your choices, it could go to either way. Heaven's flowing through my essence every day. Victory is in my blood, Titan in my DNA. If you didn't know the power of the Sir Mackinday, you're bringing forth a victor every time you say his name. Then the art professor rolls back in time for the fame. And when it's time to, then it's time to macadame. As I bear no false witness on the life that I proclaim. Y'all choosing all your signals, I proceed through all distortion. I'm grabbing all these blessings like, can I grab a little bit of this and that and all of those and then my portion.
Amen. That's what the goats say, right?
That's a whole nother mental. Maturing is realizing you command your own vessel. Hard to talk about it when everybody wanna walk around with their pocket guard and their own devil. My conscience takes absolving since the day that I turned 24. Especially when you think of everything I said before. The introspective, super festive side of me is weeping, questioning the time to leave this vessel that is leaking. I'm closer to the truth inside me. Just a few more steps to go and then I'll truly find peace. Doing everything I can to dodge fugazi